Good evening and welcome to the Team Toledo Ice House. Game 2 of the USPHL Great Lakes Division Final is tonight. Welcome into the Toledo Medal Finishing pregame show. My name is Zeke Fravor, voice of the Cherokee, alongside Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets. Before we get into our little pregame show, there's a special listener here tonight, was supposed to be here tonight. Head coach Kenny Miller's nephew, Nicholas, is tuning in from Peoria. Obviously, with all the crazy, crazy weather we've had in the United States, unable to make it here tonight. So shout out Nicholas in Peoria. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We at least have a couple of listeners.
Well, if Nicholas is in Peoria and if the Peoria Rivermen are home tonight in the SPHL, you can probably go check out that game at least.
This might be a better game.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So much on the line here tonight.
Game
2. Last night, the Cherokee skidded to a 6-2 victory, the same score as February 7th. To really kickstart this home ice in the playoffs. Last night, Matt, Metro, again, really was frustrated by Toledo. Philippe Hall, 31 shots on him, not counting the empty net, obviously. 5 goals given up. They really need him to lock in tonight if they want a chance at extending this to Game 3.
The Toledo Cherokee have been Philippe Hall's kryptonite this season. He come into the regular season. After the regular season, he was 14-1-0-0. That one was a loss here on February 7th against the Toledo Cherokee. Last night, an identical 6-2 loss to the Cherokee again. The Cherokee have been Hall's kryptonite. He has got to he's got to lock in. He's got to figure out a way to keep that vulcanized rubber from going behind him.
Certainly does. I did some quick math against Toledo. Well,
2 plus 2 was 4.
Yes.
You said quick math.
I did do quick math. Well, not really. I had to use the calculator app.
I got you.
Which I've used quite often. There's a little hidden joke in there. Some people might not get it. Also, the weather app.
Yeah, I got you.
But against Toledo, a 5.33 goals against average, and just averaging his save percentage from the 3 games, .671. That's including that first time he saw them and let up 2 goals on 3 shots, or?
Yes, that was during the USPHL Detroit Showcase. Jacob Upchera came in relief, and the Jets rallied back to win that game. But, and that's a far cry from his regular season statistics. As we mentioned, 14-1-0-0, 123 goals against average, a .936 save percentage, and 4 shutouts during the regular season for Hall, who was absolutely dynamite, except against the Toledo Cherokee.
They seem to have that effect on teams. I mean, it's kind of crazy how you come into this rink, which last night was packed. It was buzzing in here. It was such a great atmosphere. It was a tight game, and then once Toledo really put the pedal to the metal, they really, really, really turned it on and really coasted to victory. Top performers for Metro last night, goal scorers, Sutton Majeski and Luka Pevic, 2 guys who always seem to find the score sheet against the Cherokee. I mean, you mentioned it. Sutton Majeski needed to get going, got that power play goal to cut it to 2-1, and then Luka Pevic, that goal that, looked like it went off the post. It could have been the padding and You're not 100% sure, but that's the only 2 goals they got, and they need more from other places, and you kind of see it here. Lucas Larson out tonight, Joel Patterson out tonight, Evan Cote is in, trying to get a little big body, some skill. They're trying to do whatever they can to extend this series.
And speed as well in the form of Ryder Novak, who comes in to play his first playoff game against the Toledo Cherokee. Yesterday was yesterday. The past is the past. The biggest thing for the Jets now is they have to forget about what happened last night. They have to forget about what happened in February. All that's done. All that is over. And then another thing is A.J. Zaccani has got to figure out a way to get the double teams and the triple teams with the Cherokee off his back. I mean, wherever A.J. Zaccani went, there were 2 or 3 Cherokee on him. He went to the bathroom, there was 2 or 3 Cherokee following him.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the story of these past couple games here at the Ice House. Held off the score sheet in those games. He's been really frustrated, a guy who you normally don't see get frustrated. The past 2 times here at the Ice House, he's kind of lashed out and retaliated in ways that you don't normally see. So if A.J. Zaccani can get going tonight, it exponentially increases the Jets' chances of pushing this to a 3rd game tomorrow afternoon.
And not only was Zaccani, but that whole line of A.J. Zaccani, Aiden Sharon, and Ryan Gomboski. The smallest player on that line is Aiden Sharon at 6'1". I mean, they've got to get they're trees, no doubt about it. the Jets kind of go as far as that line takes them. Not to say that they're not deep. I mean, you still got Luka Pivets. You still got Sutton Majeski, and the list goes on and on and on. And plus, you got arguably one of the best defensemen of all time in USPHL Premier history, and Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor, he's only got a couple of assists in the playoffs. After leading the team in scoring in the regular season with 5 goals and 51 assists for 56 points, Luka Pivets did get the goal yesterday, but Pivets has got to step up too. The whole team has got to step up if they want to go to Wayne, New Jersey in a couple weeks.
11 days away from the start of USPHL Nationals. Once again, the Jets turning to Philippe Hall between the pipes. 2-1 record this postseason, 3.69 goals against average, and an .864 save percentage. Let's look at the other team. My team, the Toledo Cherokee, leading the series 1-0. Played very well last night. Speed and space. I mean, you saw that Charlie Nolette, his first goal last night. I mean, cutting through the slot, shooting the other way, beating Philippe Hall. I mean, Charlie Nolette stepped up in a big way last night, and it really kind of kick-started this Cherokee team.
Nolette's leading the Cherokee in playoff scoring so far here after 3 games in the playoffs, and he's been a catalyst against the MetroJets. Not only here in Game 1 of the playoffs, but he's been a catalyst in the regular season as well. And the big thing is, I'm not to steal your thunder, but the fact that Daxton Lasiti is not starting in goal tonight.
That's an interesting one. Usually you get in the playoffs, you get a hot goalie, you let him ride. Kenny Miller not riding one goaltender here tonight, or through the playoffs, I should say. Logan McGuire will be between the pipes tonight for Toledo, has not appeared in the playoffs. He had 2 starts in the regular season coming down from Casper in the NCDC. 2-0, and 0, with a .65 goals against average, a .964 save percentage. I myself was a little shocked when I heard that it was going to be Logan McGuire going tonight, but Kenny Miller feels he can turn to either of those guys, and they're going to give him rock-solid goaltending between the pipes.
What strikes me about McGuire coming down from the NCDC is that he had a .512 goals against average, but that's not the stat I look at as far as goaltenders go. I looked at his save percentage, a .901 save percentage, which tells me he faced an onslaught of shots every single game wearing that Casper Warbirds uniform. And, I mean, that's 9 out of 10 shots. I mean, if he faced 50 shots, he's only letting in 5 goals. That's a heck of a save percentage. He's a heck of a goaltender. I worry, though, about the layoff, though. He has not played since the game in Fort Wayne at PSM Ice House against the Spacemen back in February.
Almost a month and a half ago since he's seen any game action. They're going to want to get him some of them confidence-boosting saves early, get him into a rhythm. I mean, that layoff can either be a really good thing, and he can come in and play lights out, or it can be a really bad thing. And when a team like Metro has their backs against the wall, that's a dangerous combination.
It's a good and bad thing for the MetroJets to see Logan McGuire for the first time because they don't know his strengths. They don't know his weaknesses. I mean, all you can do is just fire pucks at him and see what happens at this point, especially when you've never seen a goaltender before.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how quickly he can get reacclimated to a game speed, right? I mean, you can practice as much as you want, but there's nothing like playing a game. And again, it was February 1st, and he played a period and a half, a little over a period and a half before the spirited duel.
Well, we know he can throw down.
With Antonio
There's no
Vaccaro.
question about that. We know he can throw down.
I don't think we're going to see that here tonight.
Well, you never know.
I mean, he did go to Culver Academy. I mean,
right. Yeah.
He's a tough guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm sure he's ready to go here tonight. I'm sure Jake Myers wants to keep rolling. He had 8 points against Metro in the regular season, had a goal again last night. Jake Myers ready to go. Jamison Rose had an assist. He's played very well here in the playoffs, the tail end of the regular season. He's been able to keep it rolling. It's going to be interesting to see one other lineup change for Toledo tonight as well. Aiden Calhoun out of the lineup, slotting in. The Sheriff, get his little badge out. Jace Weimer back into the lineup, will be skating as the 7th defenseman here tonight for Toledo. Last time it worked out pretty well. He hadn't scored a goal all season long. Played against the Mavericks, Game 1, the Columbus Mavericks. Just let a slap shot go from the blue line. Somehow beat the goaltender, Elliot Hartwick. And, I mean, what a story. So, Jace Weimer, another opportunity here tonight to try and cement his place in the USPHL history.
Well, he already has done that in one way. A nice segue, by the way. Jace Weimer, as we've talked about, many times up in Mount Clemens, the all-time leader in USPHL Premier history in penalty minutes, and he leads by a lot. I'm not sure that record's ever going to be broke.
Hey, I mean, you play 5 years in this league, you're bound to rack up some penalty minutes, right? He's a big guy. He's a tough guy. Great kid off the ice. I know you've had your conversations with him. So Jace Weimer is back in here tonight.
Who do you have? I'm going to put you on the spot here. I know it's your Toledo Metal finishing pregame show, but I want to put you on the spot. Who do you see as a dark horse on the Cherokee roster tonight?
A guy who's had a good rookie year, Tony Venturini.
Okay.
I like Tony Venturini's game. He had an assist last night. He can disperse the puck really well. I mean, you look at his stats. He was a half a point per game player. A lot of his points came against, the quote-unquote weaker teams, but he did have himself a couple of points against the Jets this year. I like number 11, Tony Venturini, to get one tonight.
I'm going to go with Daniel Luska, the 17-year-old from Wheeling, Illinois, the youngest player on the ice. It's his second year already in the MetroJets hockey organization. Played last year on the MetroJets elite squad, was the highest scoring defenseman. Started this year with the MetroJets development program. MJDP was the second leading scorer on the team, obviously highest scoring defenseman, before moving across the locker room to the MetroJets along with Noah Badurka. Look for Daniel Luska to make an impact tonight, being paired with the veteran Jake Taylor.
There you go. Let us know who's your dark horse tonight. I don't have a hashtag, but tweet at us.
Yeah.
Just look us up on X. I was going to say Twitter.
That's right. It's on
not
X.
Twitter. Look us up on X. Tweet at us. Let us know who your dark horse is tonight. Puck drop 7 o'clock. One team looking to guarantee their trip to Nationals with a win tonight. The other hoping to extend this series to 3. Puck drop 7 o'clock p.m. here at the Ice House. We thank you for tuning into the Toledo Metal Finishing pregame show. Again, Zeke Fravor, Matt Preer, Toledo Cherokee, MetroJets.
Good luck, my friend.
Let's have a good one. Nicholas, don't turn that game off. We'll see you at 7 for Puck Drop. And good evening, hockey fans. We welcome you to the Team Toledo Ice House. Game 2 of the USPHL Great Lakes Division Final coming your way here live and exclusively on Black Bear TV. My name is Zeke Fravor, voice of the Cherokee. Blessed with this opportunity to bring you the action here tonight. Alongside me, the voice of the MetroJets, Matt Preer. Matt, welcome back in. Game 2, how are you feeling?
Well, certainly, first and foremost, appreciate the opportunity once again to be a part of the USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals. Feeling, well, I'll let you know here in about 2.5 hours.
Crazy. That's why I tell people when they ask me how I feel most of the time when I'm at work.
Right?
Puck is down. It's hockey time here in the 419. Cherokee and Jets. Game 2 of the USPHL Great Lakes Division Final underway. Jets control play. Jake Taylor the shot. Blocked by Wharton. Picked up by Hank Davis. Kicked free for a moment. Now Catalano lugs on through. Chips in.
Jets starting off with a Jackson Stone, Luka Pivitz, and Sutton Majeski line with Daniel Luska and Jake Taylor back in the blue line.
There is Taylor. This long shot. McGuire the save. Starting goaltender Logan McGuire. Hasn't appeared here in the playoffs yet. He's had almost a month and a half layoff from game action, but here's a break. No let. The shot rises high and wide. Early chance. I can't get through a story, a read. Dadgum, man. Logan McGuire, since joining the Cherokee in the regular season, was 2-0-0 as .65 goals against average and .964 save percentage. As for the Jets, they turn to the number 30 of Philippe Hall once again. The goaltender of record last night. He's now 2-1-0 in the playoffs, 3.69 goals against average, and an .864 save percentage.
Little line shuffling on the Jets' part with A.J. Zakani and Ryan Gomboski line. Trading out Aiden Sharon for Noah Badurka here and start the first period.
Certainly something, I mean, last night just didn't work out, right? I mean, Toledo was too much for the Jets to handle, and you want to extend this to 3. Obviously, there's some pride on the line. Both these teams know what's at stake as Krause carries on ahead down the near side wing, throws one towards the net high. But both teams know the stakes. You obviously want to hang that banner, but at the end of the day, you also know there's a good chance both these teams will head to Wayne, New Jersey in about a week and a half.
Big collision there between Jimmy Monks and Enric Fournier. Two big boys collided there over in the corner.
Glove down by Johnson. Fed to the near side for Jimmy Monks. Now played down for Johnson. Up towards the blue line, way too far out of the reach of Machoyan. And McGuire going to issue some instructions as Machoyan sets up shot behind the net.
And the Jets continue to shuffle the lines a little bit. Aiden Sharon now centering the line with Gabe Albin and Aiden Hartzell.
Aiden Hartzell was targeted quite a few times as Rose throws a check in on Outman. There is the aforementioned Hartzell dumping back deep into the Cherokee zone. Got laid out pretty good last night, too, on the near side. I believe that was Jamison Rose. He ended up getting a roughing. We talked about the catch-all rough. As Isaac Bunk in the neutral zone throws one back in. McGuire. You know, that's crazy. That reminded me of the game on February 7th. Isaac Bunk dumped that puck, or Dax Lucidi came out, played the puck, gave it right to Bunk, had a wide open net. It was disallowed. You remember that? You were at that.
I was in Sault Ste. Marie for the I-500.
So Dax Lucidi came out, threw the puck into the neutral zone, left the net wide open. Bunk threw it in to the wide open net, and it was disallowed for offsides.
Oh, really?
I believe it was offsides. As Hammer centering feed for Tony Venturini. Carries on in. Drops one off for Wharton. Down for Cormier, who gets dumped by Ryder Novak.
Ryder Novak, 18 years old, out of Rockwood, Michigan, 5'8", 175 pounds. He is at negative 15% body fat.
Quite impressive. Early on, keep an eye on this. I mentioned McGuire hasn't seen action in about a month and a half in a game. Stumbled a little bit going into that far post. Obviously, it's going to take a minute or two to get used to the game action. But keep an eye on that Cherokee net, Logan McGuire. I mean, Kenny Miller feels like he's got 2 number 1 goaltenders in. Both guys have certainly looked the part this year.
Yeah, Dax Lucidi has been the workhorse goaltender for general manager, head coach Kenny Miller all season long. And as the Jets get their first look at Logan McGuire here, and it comes in the most important game of the year, game number 2, the 2026 USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals.
The series, Toledo leads 1-0. Last year, the same situation. The Cherokee led 1-0 and then lost the next 2 to the Jets, who went on to the national championships. Toledo trying not to repeat history, trying to write their own story here tonight.
Enric Fournier, one of the two alternate captains with the Jets, along with A.J. Zaccani.
Bobby Lease tried to feed down for Charlie Nolette as Cote flips up and out of play. We'll get a stoppage. 15:26 left in the first. Still scoreless here at the Ice House. Nothing.
Evan Cote making his first appearance of the playoffs. He's been battling a nagging upper body injury and deemed well enough to go tonight. Ryder Novak also battling an upper body injury as well. He played one game against the Red River Spartans. It's his second career playoff game in USPHL Premier.
Puck squirts out to Myers. The shot is blocked in front by Bunk. Played up to the point. McAllister walking, firing a shot in Hall at the top of his crease. Hangs on.
Philippe Hall in 16 games played during the regular season, a 126 goals against average, 935 save percentage, 4 shutouts for the former Teleborg IF competitor in his native country of Sweden. The J20 program spent 3 seasons with the J20 program, started as a 16-year-old with the J20 program.
Jace Weimer pinches in. He's back in the lineup for Toledo tonight, slotting in for Aiden Calhoun, who just wasn't feeling 100% today, as Nolette carries on in. Upended, loose puck. Bobby Lease picks up. Lease works in, fires a shot wide. That's the third missed net for Toledo in the first 5 minutes of play. Weimer on ahead. Myers posted along for Nolette. 2 goals in the 6-2 win last night for Toledo. As Hall under duress there. Bobby Lease with some pressure. And now Bunk spins back the other way. We'll keep an eye on the other playoff series around the USPHL as well, as a couple of teams have not clinched spots at nationals yet, but spots in the division final or the division final play-in game, a la the Hampton Roads Whalers.
Yes, indeed, the Hampton Roads Whalers awaiting the winner of the Potomac Patriots Charlotte Rush game, as Potomac tying that series after Charlotte beat them yesterday. Potomac tying that series up today, game 3 tomorrow. They're in Potomac, Maryland.
Should be a fascinating game tomorrow. Well, we'll see if things happen the way I would like them to happen. I'll be at work, so I won't be able to watch. Well, I guess either way,
we might
probably
be here.
Yeah. So either way, I might not be able to watch. Johnson on in, diving block on the far side. Beautiful play. Now picked up. Monks across. Rose the shot. Loose puck. Johnson couldn't get there. And another opportunity. And somehow Hall keeps it out.
That's the Philippe Hall the MetroJets fans have been used to seeing all regular season long. Hall twisted up like a pretzel, had his back to the play, somehow made the save with the blocker turned backwards to try to fight it off. It hit the hand of the blocker. His stick was down, so the puck actually hit his hand, unprotected other than the leather that holds the stick.
Ingersoll, wrist shot. Another missed net for Toledo. Hartzell stick lifted. Now played on ahead by Provencher. Sharon bodied up by Teague-Lucidi. Carried in by Hartzell. Gloves it back down. Hartzell still lumbering along. Far side corner. Hartzell centering feed. Kicked aside. Picked up Venturini 2-on-2. Venturini with Hammer. Venturini drop pass Hammer and offsides called against the Cherokee.
13-12 to go here in period number 1. Toledo out shooting the Jets 4-2 so far in the early going. This first period, much like yesterday's first period, very, very even back and forth.
Take a look. I was watching that Red Bank Generals and Connecticut Junior Rangers series before I came out to the rink. Connecticut has advanced to the division final, the Atlantic Division final, waiting to see if they're going to play Westchester or PAO. But, yes, a big upset. Red Bank, the number 2 seed in the Atlantic Division. What a program CJR has turned into the past few years.
Yeah, the Westchester Wolves will play the Powell Junior Islanders later tonight. Westchester leading that series 1-0, as Westchester with a 7-0 victory yesterday at P&Y Sports Arena.
Shout out Lucas Jones.
Yeah, our good buddy.
Good buddy, Lucas Jones. I know he's getting ready for that broadcast, but what's up, buddy? We'll see you on the golf trip in July.
There you go.
Evangelista, puck knocked free by Wharton. Provencher throws a hard counter check into Wharton. Evangelista, the shot blocked in front. Puck flipped up and into the netting, so we'll reset, and things quickly in this one have turned towards the dark side.
Just small poking and prodding going on right now. Not all out pushing and shoving yet. Just
wait
poke,
till they go for the eyes.
Right. Just a little prod, nothing major.
The other thing you got to think of is if you're both these teams, right? I already said it once. A very good chance, both of these teams, no guarantee, but a very good chance both of these teams will make the trip out to Wayne, New Jersey in about a week and a half.
And we will explain that a little bit here later on the broadcast. The 10 divisional final winners in the playoffs plus 2 wild cards. And we will explain how all that works here later on in the broadcast.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you right now, I looked into some of those Cratch rankings, the math in it. I'm very glad I wasn't a math major in college because that stuff confuses the heck out of me.
Yeah, it's complicated, a little bit convoluted, but it works. You know what I mean? I mean, the NCAA uses it.
Break here for the Jets. Majeski couldn't get there. McGuire wisely covers up. How about the Vernal Oilers, though? I mean, 42-2 in the regular season.
Boy, they put a hurting on the Seattle Totems yesterday, didn't they? My goodness.
But you want to talk about – how about Jack Tracy getting picked up by – just –
what a pickup.
I mean, anytime over 100 points in the regular season, played for Red River. Obviously, we've seen him quite a few times, but what a pickup for them.
Talked to Lobos Barteco last weekend when the Red River Spartans –
Nolet shot, pinballs around, still loose, and Nolet sweeping away. Philippe Hall hangs on.
Yeah, talking to Lobos Barteco, general manager, head coach of Red River Spartans, and I came out and asked, I said, Lobos, Jack Tracy, explain that. And he said he wanted to give Jack a chance he wasn't sure about Red River's chances. He said if somehow they would get by Metro, they would have had to go to Toledo. This gave Tracy a better chance to get to the national championships in his age-out year. So he made a trade with Vernal, got 2 future prospects. Both are going to be on Red River Spartans' NCDC team next year.
I mean, but that's kind of as the puck once again up and out of play. That's the good side of hockey, right? A guy that in his age-out year, you look at it, hey, we probably don't have that great of an opportunity. We have to go to Mount Clemens. If we get through that, holy cow, now we got to go to Toledo. Doing right by the players, and
right.
That's the beauty. There's a lot of very good people in hockey, right?
Oh, there absolutely is. And Lobos Barteco, first-year general manager, head coach of Red River Spartans, he really turned that program around this season. They were a perennial contender. They went 4-0 at the USPHL Detroit Showcase. I think you called one game. I called 3 of their games at the Detroit Showcase. And it's going to be a fun organization, definitely for sure. And the only thing I feel bad about, with the Vernal Seattle series is Roman Wolenek, the all-time leading scorer in USPHL Premier history for the Seattle Totems. Yesterday's game did not go well for Seattle. Would just hate it for him to end his junior career on that note.
Yeah, I mean, but you've been to nationals, I've been to nationals. The running gag for a while was, well, Vernal's here. We don't know how good they are. They always put up a fight, but they could never get over the hump. And last year, just a dog of a team. Monks in a foot race. Philippe Hall plays it out wide for Jake Taylor. There's so many storylines you could talk about, but this is just the best time of the year. Johnson intercepts that pass, carries around the net, looks for an outlet. Trevin Johnson still with the puck. Swings one into the skates of Zakani. They would love to get him going with the Jets.
Oh, for sure.
Shot by Hartzell, a riser over the net, 11:25 to go. Still scoreless between the Cherokee and Jets. Trevin Johnson, headman intended for Monks, intercepted by Provencher. Now Teague Lucidi. Off the wall, too far for Venturini. Provencher heading for a change, didn't see the puck coming as Luska.
And it was a good thing he didn't play the puck either. Good thing he didn't play the puck. Could have been a potential for a bench minor for too many men on the ice.
Yeah, I don't think Jamie Lovell would have liked that.
No, he might have had to walk home tonight.
Jamison Rose picks up that loose puck, harassed by Sharon. Now a stretch pass. Brendan Hammer all alone. Can he get there? No, he's tied up. Delayed penalty coming up.
Don't think it was enough for a penalty shot. There's definitely going to be a penalty. Don't think it was enough because
it
was Isaac Bunk. Yeah, he was not free and clear. And Hartzell and Bunk were able to get up next to Hammer. And a penalty, no question. No doubt about it was a penalty. But not enough for a penalty shot.
As look at Hammer trying to lobby for that.
Oh, you know he is.
2-minute minor. Hooking is the call. Isaac Bunk heads to the box. Now, had that pass been in stride and Hammer was clearing away, I mean, we'd be looking at a little penalty shot action. Brendan Hammer out of Andover, Minnesota. Also aging out this year. You know, he wants a chance to chase that ring. Came back to Toledo looking for that opportunity. Been a big part of this Cherokee team has Brendan Hammer, 35 points in the regular season. Right off the face-off, puck trickles in on Hall, covers up. This Jets penalty kill, 88.89%. Dropped from 100% at the start of yesterday's game. Cherokee power play, 25% in the playoffs, was at 28.5% coming into last night's game. Both teams with a power play goal last night. Cherokee can get one here. That'll really get this place rocking. Nolet, upended, fed around. Jake Myers swings one back. Trevin Johnson up top. He goes for Landon Edwards out of Richfield, Wisconsin. Shot blocked. Johnson thought about the pass for Edwards, hung on to the puck. Feeds down to the near side corner for Nolet. Elevators back up top. Johnson, shot blocked. Bobby Lease goes in front. Fournier got enough of that to keep it away.
Isaac Bunk, 2-minute minor for Hooking at the 9:15 mark of the first period.
Good look there for the Cherokee. Still got 1:18 to go on the power play. McGuire sets up shop for Charlie Nolet. Accelerates through the neutral zone. Nolet swings out wide. 2 goals yesterday. He wants to get back on the score sheet. Nolet to the point. Edwards back for Nolet on the half wall. Circling the zone slowly. Now crossing over. Nolet. Wrist shot goes wide. Myers trying to recover to hold it in. Throws one back in. Blocked by Boderka, who just softly taps one into the neutral zone. Unit change for Toledo as Edwards throws one rink wide, too far for Monks. Jake Taylor tips one on back for Provencher. Light pressure from Brendan Hammer. Dumped back down the ice. McGuire settles the puck. Backhands one to the near side for Owen Ingersoll. 9:16 to go in the first period. Kraus out wide. Jimmy Monks, top of the circle. Monks, the shot. Hit the shaft of the stick of Philippe Paul. Ingersoll unable to glove that one down. 18 to go on the power play for Toledo. Cormier picks up, turns up ice. Zaccani watching, swings one to the near side for Kraus. Over the red line, over the blue line, Cameron Kraus working down, throws one in front, well behind his intended target of Monks. Cormier towards the net, redirected a couple of times wide of the net. We're back to full strength. The Jets 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Cormier.
Big penalty kill there by the Jets.
Ingersoll, the shot. Dangerous shot there from Owen Ingersoll. Centering feed, Evangelista picks it off. Hammers one off the glass, kicked down by Cormier, stepped into by Sharon. Loose puck, swept out of the neutral zone by Evangelista, and Ingersoll dumps back in.
Jets now at an even 90% of the penalty kill here in the playoffs. Just one power play goal allowed.
Weimer picks up the loose puck. Drop pass for McAllister. 8:08 to go in the first period. Monks very delayed. He was tied up behind the play with Fournier. McAllister still with the puck. Exits the zone with the puck. Luska picks it off. Dumps back in on McGuire. Keeps things going, and we got a penalty coming up here to the Cherokee, it looks like.
As Luska was driven into the boards, and his helmet came flying off. And it's going to be on McAllister. Two-minute minor for high sticking on Owen McAllister. Will put the MetroJets on the power play for the first time today. They're 4 for 9 in the playoffs and scored yesterday on the power play.
They always talk about the first goal in these games. I don't remember the stat, but the team that scores first in these games wins the majority of these games. Stone, pass knocked away by Nathan Sparks. Peevich, pass into the skates of Sparks. Now ushers one to the near side for Stone. Back up top. Peevich, a drive, and a save made by McGuire. Carried around the net by Stone. Looking for anybody. Drop pass. Glomboski behind the net. Ryan Glomboski to the half wall. Peevich. Rink wide for Stone. A little too hot for him to handle. Stone watched by a couple of Cherokee and dumped out by Cormier. 3 fresh bodies. Peevich carries on in. Feigns the drop pass. Works down low. Stick lifted by Edwards. Peevich for Cote. stapled to the wall. Glomboski, minute and 8 to go on the power play for the Jets. Cote hit by Edwards. Loose puck. Glomboski overskates. Edwards. Look at this. Heavy on the puck right now with the Jets. Glomboski around. Throws one in front. And Catalano clears the zone.
A lot of pressure there by the MetroJets on their first power play of the game. They had all the big bodies out there. They had 4 forwards, 1 defenseman on that line. That 1 defenseman was Jake Taylor.
Watch out, Zaccani can fly, trying to split defenders, gets through and doesn't get the shot away.
Zaccani is snake-bitten at the moment.
Luska back across. Boderka, wrist shot. Partially blocked. Zaccani picks up far side corner. Up top he goes for Luska. 22 to go on the power play. Boderka for Zaccani. Battle in front of the net. Boderka throws on the brakes. Wrap around, no. 10 to go on the power play. Ushers one up top. Bodies down in front. Majeski the shot. McGuire the save. Rebound jumps right back to him, and he covers up.
That was right off the knob of the goaltender stick of Logan McGuire. With 4 seconds left here in the power play. 5:56 to go here in the first period. No score here in Game 2. The 2026 USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals.
Both these teams weathering the storm. Early power plays. Still 4 to go on the McAllister penalty. Toledo not quite out of the woods, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Coulter steps in for the Jets. Nolet for the Cherokee. Cormier fires one around. McAllister hops on the ice. Smart play. Bobby Lease not playing it along with McAllister. Outman turns up ice. Can't get around Cormier. Angled on ahead by Myers. Carried in Lease. 2-on-1. Lease the shot, and he scores! Bobby Lease opens the scoring for Toledo. They're up 1-0 here in Game 2.
Bobby Lease has been on fire in these playoffs for the Toledo Cherokee. The 20-year-old from Allen Park, Michigan, picking up his 3rd goal of the playoffs. And the Toledo Cherokee strike first. They lead 1-0.
Just as they did yesterday. Toledo picks up the ever-important first goal. Crazy. We just talked. I feel like we've had announcer jinx after announcer jinx in this one. Yesterday you said something about Jake Myers. He scored.
Yeah.
Said something about Sutton Majeski. He scored. Now we talk about the first goal. We've got it. Machoyan dumps in. Taylor swings one around for Evangelista. Charlie Nolet, an assist. The only assist for right now. You know they'll be double-checking that in the intermission. Preventure for Taylor. Captain of this Jets team, longtime player at this level. You know he'd love one more chance to chase glory.
He's been to the national championships every year of his junior hockey career.
Backhanded up. Jamie Lovell trying the one-handed catch. The Odell catch just overthrown by Daniel Jones.
Bobby Lease, his 3rd goal of the playoffs from Charlie Nolet at the 14:20 mark of the first period, has given the Toledo Cherokee the 1-0 lead.
Also, I'm sorry if I offended any Giants fans or Colts fans with the Daniel Jones reference there.
I got you.
He just got paid, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Face-off, one controlled by Metro. Sutton Majeski has Pivich going long. Just out of his reach. Machoyan takes Pivich in. Stone, the shot! McGuire the save, rebound sent wide!
Oh, Stone was looking for the extra pass to a wide-open Sutton Majeski who just couldn't get to the side of the net in time.
Thrown back in by the Jets. 4:34 to go in the first period. Cherokee up 1-0 thanks to Bobby Lease. Poked along by Cormier. Held in by Majeski. Picked up by Kraus, far side corner. On the backhand, Cameron Kraus. As, heads up. Nick Saenz has to duck out of the way. Puck into the Cherokee bench. Both coaches, hey, heads up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, look at that. Jamie Lovell, Danny Vanderweel, and old Q on the bench once again for the Jets.
We always say, it's an important game with the MetroJets when Justin Kinville's on the bench, sitting behind there. He still enjoys the coaching aspect of it. He's still technically the head coach of the MetroJets hockey organization, but he's a title director of hockey operations, general manager, head coach, chief bottle washer, head janitor. I mean, he does it all for the MetroJets Hockey Club. He's a music man a lot of games, too.
That's true.
Yes, he is.
Hard soul for Sharon. McGuire slows it down. Feeds one to Ingersoll. Owen Ingersoll. On ahead for Wharton. That Spartans connection. Wharton's shot blocked up and out of play. Some extra shoves given by Wharton and Provencher.
Still a little bit more ambitious poking and prodding now. As not graduated to the pushing and shoving yet. Still a little poking, a little prodding.
I would say give it, well, at least another 3:57.
Right.
Maybe a couple minutes into the second.
Right.
This was last year. Stakes might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, last year there were no wild cards.
At the end of the first period yesterday, it was 1-0 Toledo. Shots were 10-9 in favor of Toledo. 3:57 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Toledo. Shots 10-9 in favor of Toledo.
A lot of similarities that Connie backhands in. One thing, I did change the shirt and tie combo for today. Everything else I tried to do the same outside of working this morning. I did not work.
I did not decided to not adorn the hoodie. Went with a pullover today.
Got to be comfortable. They call it athleisure.
Right. I thought about the shirt and tie that I traditionally wear for the Jets Toledo games.
Davis takes something up high, slow to get up. Cage comes loose. Backhanded by Glomboski. McGuire some trouble. Davis, it looks like
he's got a broken cage.
Cage is completely hanging off the helmet as we continue on. Headed to the bench. He's going to go see Big Mo for some sort of fix-up with his equipment. Cormier carries in. Cormier to the net front. Into the skates of Bunk. Could have been dangerous for the Jets.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if Jay Fravor has a welder on the bench.
I mean, he's got almost everything else you could think of. Oh, I almost fell down there.
Right?
Tripping over my own feet.
That's how funny that was. Come on now.
Well, I did hear Rose dumps on in. I don't know how much you know about the APHL. The Toledo Swarm do play next, and their PA announcer said, any comedians, please come out to the game tonight. So stick around for that one.
I could. Did it pay anything to win that? Or?
I haven't heard. I didn't ask anything on that. I'm not very funny myself, so.
Funny ha-ha or funny looking or what?
More funny looking usually.
I gotcha. I feel your pain, man.
Hammer up top for Teague Lucidi. Out of the near side, Ingersoll. 2:20 go in the period. To the net, save made by Philippe Hall.
That's why I make my living in radio.
Yes, I do have a face for radio as well.
Indeed.
Evangelista thrown in. McGuire sticks that aside.
That was a knuckleball kind of shot there by Sandro Evangelista.
Lucidi. As that once again caroms into the Cherokee bench. 2 minutes to play in the first. 1-0 Toledo thanks to Bobby Elise, assisted by Charlie Nolette. As Charlie Nolette now up to 3 points in this series. 2 goals yesterday, 1 assist in this one.
2 minutes even remaining here in the first period.
Offensive zone draw for the Jets. Nolette
is so good on the faceoffs. I'm pretty sure he hasn't lost one yet today.
You look at the line chart for Toledo, and you see Charlie Nolette and then Jamison Rose as 1C, 2C. I mean, you're not going to win many faceoffs when you're up against those guys. It's so impressive, the depth. I don't know if I made this comment back on February 7th. Well, you weren't here, so I probably would have made it to you, but this might be the deepest Toledo team I've seen.
There's a lot of talent here in the white, red, and black. That is for sure. You know, but many times, as you and I have both seen, the MetroJets and Toledo Cherokee. You know, from the Jets side of things, it's definitely one of, if not the strongest Cherokee teams I've seen here, and perhaps ever.
They had a good team a couple years back. I don't know if you remember the name Frank Murphy. Shot save made by Philippe Hall,
former Columbus Maverick.
Yes, came to Toledo and. Man, I mean, that team was so good. I mean.
Got a quick story for you. The first year I was with the Jets was the 2021-2022 season at the USPHL Chicago Showcase. Frank Murphy was playing for the Mavericks at the time. Was a healthy scratch because he was going to play later that night. I didn't have a cameraman at the Chicago Showcase, so Frank Murphy was my cameraman for the MetroJets Minnesota Moose game.
I'll tell you what, he's played up the BCHL. They played NCDC, now playing for Utica.
And the reason why he wanted to do the camera for that game, he said he agreed so quickly because he was playing Minnesota later that night. So he wanted
extra scouting.
It worked. They won.
Did he throw the headset on though?
No, he did not throw the head. He said he was shy. That's what his words. He said, I'm too shy for
Loose
that.
puck, Kraus 18 in the period as looks like the net has come off behind Philippe Paul. And we'll reset. 18.3 to go in the first period of play. Cherokee up by 1. Seeing a lot of parallels to last night's game. Shots nearly the same. As you see this Kraus line, you're going to see Jimmy Monks take the face-off, trying to slip his man off the face-off. Puck squirts up. Cormier throws on the brakes. Cormier towards the net, hit a body in front. Monks back in front. Johnson scores! And it's immediately waved off.
Yep, Grant Libstaff, the washout signal. Played, we believe.
He said
yes, the kicking motion.
Johnson. Not much of an argument there. He just looks a little bewildered right now.
Well, Kenny Miller wants an explanation. That would have been heartbreak for the Jets with just 10.5 seconds left in the first period.
I mean, there was no hesitation from Grant Libstaff there.
No.
He must have heard me give my goal call. I was like, no. Let me take that away. It's like the old, was that State Farm commercials with the dollar bill on a fishing rod?
And Libstaff gave the explanation, skated away, and then Kenny Miller called him back.
So no goal, kicking motion. We stay 1-0. Face off in the neutral zone, 10.5 seconds to play.
The Jets catching a break there. This game remains 1-0.
Edwards going to use the net as protection. Swings one to the near side. Buzzer sounds, and we are through 20 minutes of play. Very similar to last night. Toledo opens the scoring. This time it's Bobby Lease, assisted by Charlie Nolet. Shots 13-10 in favor of Toledo, Matt. I mean, give me some takeaways other than
deja vu all over again, but this game feels like a much closer 1-0 game than yesterday's was. It was kind of the Jets were kind of flying by the seat of their pants yesterday. Today, the Jets look much more in control of their fate, per se. They're much more control of their legs and much control of their sticks. They've come to play tonight. There's a lot on the line here this evening. They want to come back here tomorrow.
I'm sure, well, not quite half the building feels the same. There's a lot of people that feel that way. We got 40 minutes left of hockey to play, but first we've got the ice cut. We're going to step aside here from the Ice House. Your score at the end of 20 minutes of play, Cherokee 1, Jets 0. You're watching Cherokee Hockey live and exclusively on Black Bear TV. And we welcome you back to the Team Toledo Ice House. About 3.5 minutes until we get back to the action, but we did review the Trevin Johnson goal that was waved off. Just enough of a kicking motion to justify the wave off. Again, Grant Libstaff was right there, immediately called it off. Correct call was made.
Grant Libstaff wearing the stripes tonight. You see him a lot as a linesman. You see him wearing the stripes every now and then. One of the best up-and-coming referees here in the Great Lakes area, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Illinois, what have you. Eagle Eye was right on the goal line, right there in correct position to make the call. And it was a good one.
Certainly was. So 1-0 Toledo right now, but let's take a look at some of these other series around the USPHL. You mentioned the Westchester Wolves are currently up 2-0 on the Pal Junior Islanders. So if things hold there, the Atlantic Division Final will be confirmed. As of right now, the Connecticut Junior Rangers have punched their ticket to the Division Final. Other than that, the Coral Springs Junior Cats won 6-2 today over the Florida Junior Blades in Game 1. That's all in Tampa, right?
Yep,
all in Tampa. Fort Wayne, have you checked on the Fort Wayne game?
End of one period of play, 0-0 tie between the Fort Wayne Spacemen and the Chicago T-Rex.
Interesting. The T-Rex really put quite a scare into them Spacemen last night, who on the elite side of things shocked the USPHL.
Yeah, shocking the USPHL Elite regular season champions, the Chicago Crush, a 3-1 victory by the Spacemen last night. Game 2 later tonight at Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois.
Take a look at the St. Lawrence Division. Hawkesbury and Universal Sherbrooke. I don't speak French, so please, if there's anybody that speaks French.
You said it correctly, Universal Sherbrooke, because I had them last year.
Sherbrooke won Game 1 5-3. Hawkesbury won 4-2 today, so Game 3 tomorrow at 3:45.
And at the 17:05 and counting remaining in the second period, the St. Lazare Avalanche up 1-0 over the Montreal Blackvies.
Interesting. Got some interesting.
That series is tied, right?
Yes. 1-1. This is Game 3. So the winner of that will advance to the St. Lawrence Division Final.
And 4:05 and counting remaining in the first period, Florida Eels, Tampa Bay Juniors tied at 1.
I'll tell you what, that Florida division can be prickly. The Florida Eels always tough. You could say, the Tampa Bay Juniors had a little bit of a down year this year. They always have them boys ready.
Don't tell that to MetroJets. MetroJets lost to the Tampa Bay Juniors at the USPHL Tampa Showcase, a 1-0 count in that game.
This one's the interesting one. Fresno and Ontario. A lot hinges on this one.
Just hit the ice for warm-ups for that game.
Fresno up 1-0 in the series, a 4-0 victory last night over the Ontario Junior Reign. Now we look at the power rankings for the USPHL. A lot of people, hey, why? Toledo won the Great Lakes Division. Why are they number 6 in the USPHL power rankings? There's a mathematical formula that I looked up today that I can't make any sort of sense on. It's a fascinating thing. I made the comment, I'm glad I wasn't a math major in college. But the Vernal Oilers, obviously, the cream of the crop in the USPHL Premier. Number 1 in the power rankings. Fresno, number 2. Hampton Roads, 3. We'll keep an eye on that series. Obviously, Game 3 in the Southeast Division. Potomac and Charlotte is tomorrow at noon o'clock.
Yep, the winner of that play will travel to Chilled Ponds Ice Sports Complex there in Virginia.
I believe it's all actually at Pineville.
Oh, is it really?
I think it's all in Pineville.
Oh, is it all in Pineville? You may be right on that. I know
pretty
the
sure
Southeast Division and the Florida Division do that
a
little differently.
I do kind of like it, though.
Yeah, it's at Pineville Ice House.
So, Hampton Roads.
Home of the Charlotte Rush.
Certainly. They got beat today, but they won Game 1. So Game 3 tomorrow afternoon. Now, this is where things get interesting as the puck is back down for Period 2. The Henderson Force were number 4 in the USPHL Power Rankings. Were knocked out.
They were upset by the Ontario Junior Reign in dramatic fashion, too. Game 3 overtime goal by the Ontario Junior Reign.
So Henderson
is out.
Dunzo, which opens up the door for the loser of this series to make it to nationals. Hard shot from Davis. But we were talking about it. You don't want to backdoor your way in. That really, it's cool. Yeah, you get to go to nationals, but it also sucks at the same time that.
Well, you want to get there, number 1.
Majeski on a clean break there, save made by McGuire. Yeah, once you get there, anything can happen, right?
And for the Jets, it's important as well, history-wise. Right now, the Jets sit tied with the Charlotte Rush for all-time consecutive appearances at the USPHL Nationals with 7 straight appearances at the national championships. Should the Jets move on and should the Charlotte Rush win Game 3, go to and play Hampton Roads and beat Hampton Roads, both would hit 8 consecutive years. Charlotte's streak was snapped last year.
We got a team here at the Ice House. Haven't been to Nationals in a couple of years. Since the first year the USPHL National Championships were held in Utica as icing is called against the Cherokee. The Cherokee made a run to the semifinals, lost to the Charlotte Rush. That was that Frank Murphy team that was so good, but they played so much hockey, they got tired. They ran into a hot goaltender in Charlotte. Have not been back to the national championship since. So a very good chance for Toledo to be back for the first time in 3 years.
And we'll have to look in the history books to see if it would, you would know this maybe, would it be Toledo Cherokee's first ever appearance at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey? Penalty coming to the Jets.
Certainly, yes, it would be the first time they've ever played at the Ice Vault, as you are correct.
That rink is cold, by the way.
Oh, it's called the Ice Vault. What about the Ice House? Zaccani touches up and play halted.
We kid about how chilly it is here in Team Toledo Ice House. You need your everything you've got. I dress there in my CY 500 gear. That's how cold. That's not going to be warm enough.
Whoa, this is my Bauer hockey. Roughing is the call against Zaccani. This is my Bauer hockey team jacket. This thing, when it got to be 10 degrees below zero this year, I wore that thing. I was fine. The only time it wasn't, at the USPHL Chicago showcase when it was 3 degrees and the wind was like 40 miles an hour.
Inside the rink.
Well, it did feel like that at times.
More games later tonight, both in the North Division. The Wisconsin Rapids River Kings host the Northwest Express. Northwest Express picking up the victory yesterday.
Yeah, Paul Peckman got to get them boys going.
And then the Minnesota Squatch will host the Minnesota Blue Ox. The Squatch going to victory lane yesterday.
Shout out Blue Ox Fred
Yes.
Crimmins.
And then, of course, the Vernal Oilers looking to put away the Seattle Totems later tonight.
Myers, the shot blocked in front. I mean, it's like men against boys with Vernal right now. They're so good. As it's picked up by Outman. 1-on-2 he goes. Outman down the near side wing. Throws on the brakes. Poked free by Trevin Johnson. Had the disallowed goal with 10.5 seconds left in the first period.
And that was good on Outman. He wasn't in a hurry to get the puck into the Toledo Cherokee zone, but knocked out some valuable seconds on that A.J. Zaccani minor.
1:19 to go on the power play for the Cherokee. 0 for 1 this evening. Johnson swings one out wide for Landon Edwards. Dumps down and around. Lease leaves it for Nolet. Nobody there. He thought he had Edwards, so Edwards back to corral it in his own defensive zone. The edge work for Landon Edwards, I mean, it's so impressive.
Landon Edwards, the 20-year-old from Richfield, Wisconsin.
Family in the house.
Yeah, right below us here, matter of fact. That's how I noticed the Milwaukee Admirals jacket and put 2 and 2 together and came up with 4.5.
Sounds right. That's why I'm not an engineer.
Flip math.
Well, I mean, we both had problems with H2O.
Right. A.J. Zaccani's minor for roughing at the 1:15 mark of the second period.
Nothing much going on this power play for the Cherokee. 30 to go. And really haven't been able to set up anything. Cormier carries down the ice. Pulls up, far side corner. Works up top for Ingersoll. Onto the near side, Jimmy Monks. Pirouettes away. Loses the puck for a moment. Hammer works through a little body work from Provencher. 10 to go on the power play. Held in by Ingersoll. Owen Ingersoll to the near side. Kraus backhands one down. Provencher going to pick up his loose stick. And Zaccani returns to the ice. We're back to full strength. Cormier towards the net. Blocker to side by Philippe Hall. Jake Taylor sweeps one to the corner. Penalty coming up here to Toledo.
Toledo.
Provencher and Hammer still swiping at each other.
And Provencher talking a little bit. We have graduated from poking and prying to pushing and shoving now.
What did I say? The last 3:45 of the first period, and then give it about 5 into the second.
Yeah.
We were 3.5 minutes into the second, so I overestimated a little bit.
Hammer heads off. MetroJets go back in the power play.
This is just what the doctor ordered for the Jets. They can tie things up here. The parallels to last night can be put to rest. They didn't score until Toledo had scored 2 last night. They're going to send out Glomboski and Stone and Zaccani and Pivich and Luska Toledo counters.
How much confidence does head coach Jamie Lovell have in young 17-year-old Daniel Luska, quarterback in this power play?
On for Peevich, back for Luska. Sparks pressures. Luska for Stone towards the net. Pinballs around. Peevich back down for Glomboski, pressured by Ingersoll. Lucidi and Sparks and Wharton also killing for Toledo. As Sparks, that's baseball, baby, knocks it out of the zone. Wharton carries down the wing and quickly met by Peevich. Now Zaccani. Faster than a speeding jet. Pulls around and can't get completely around Lucidi. Philippe Hall sets things up for young Daniel Luska. Head up, scans, stretch pass. Redirected in by Zaccani. Logan McGuire fires one around. Got to hustle to get back to the net. Peevich up top for Luska. Walks the blue line. Return feed for Peevich. 1:08 to go on the power play. Back for Luska. Drops one down. Stone in front. Zaccani misses the net. That's just kind of been the series for him. Just unable to really cash in and get things going.
If A.J. Zaccani can finally break this snide, the Cherokee could be in a lot of trouble. And that puck went up. Did that hit Jamie Lovell?
It looks like it might. I saw Q bail.
Yes.
And Lovell looks a little like it may have grazed him.
Yeah.
Hey, he's tough. He's a hockey player.
Oh, yeah. He eats pucks for breakfast.
Stronger teeth than I do.
Right.
53 to go on the power play for the Jets. Face off one. Majeski drop pass. Taylor walks in. Hands off for Bodirka to the net. Save made by McGuire. Carried around the net. Bodirka for Majeski up top again. Taylor. Look at that little head fake. Got Sparks to bite. Cote for Bodirka. And Taylor walks in. Fires a shot. Karams wide. Majeski near side. Up top Taylor. 26 to go on the power play. Bodirka walks in, fires a shot, hit Cote, picks back up, finds Majeski, and now Taylor across Bodirka with a shot pass, and couldn't connect with Cote, who was wide open. Taylor back down. Cote blocked aside by Cormier. Up top Taylor, 7 to go on the power play. On for Bodirka. Back up top Taylor. Pulls back. Hands off Bodirka. We're back to full strength. Taylor walks in. On for Majeski. Sailed it. And this sets up Jimmy Monks. Back the other way. Taylor on the back check. Monks with a shot save made by Philippe Hall. And we go.
Jake Taylor got back there in a hurry to push Monks to the outside. Didn't get the shot that he wanted on that breakaway. And another penalty coming to the Jets.
Ryder Novak was in the vicinity of Trevin Johnson, upended him, and Novak heads to the box. 2 minutes.
I do
for
love
tripping.
the Law and Order music. I'm waiting for Innocent Man by Billy Joel next.
We get that every so often. Cherokee 0 for 2 on the power play tonight, as are the Jets. Penalty kills have come up clutch. Jets have had the majority of the chances on the power play. Toledo trying to answer. Cormier down. Now Monks from Ingersoll. Jimmy Monks up top. Ingersoll to the near side. Nobody there. And poked free by Evangelista.
Sandro Evangelista, Owen Coulter, quarterback in this first penalty killing unit for the MetroJets with Enric Fournier and Jake Blum on the blue line.
Pass nearly picked off by Evangelista. Monks off the mark for Cormier, and Ingersoll has to retreat once again. 30 seconds gone by. Toledo they're passing just a little bit off on this power play right now. Dumped back in by Krause, a bouncer in on Hall. Gets a little snow shower.
And Fournier knocks the stick out of Jimmy Monk's hand.
And then Blum gave him a little ride into the corner.
Fournier is swearing at him in French.
I don't know.
And it's Quebec French, too, so that's rough.
Yeah. That's a touchy subject.
Quebec French and France French are very different. You ask any Quebecian, ask anyone from the country of France. The French dialect is very different between the two, and you wouldn't think so.
French is French, man.
It is, but Quebecian French is a little bit different.
No let. An assist in this one. Finds Edwards with a pass on for Johnson. Back up top, Edwards. No, let one-timer. Big rebound. Puck still loose. Played along. Johnson pinching in. Gets around Bunk, who dove for it. Finds Myers. The shot save made by Philippe Hall. Zaccani stapled to the wall by Johnson. Edwards walks in. Drops back off Johnson. Pulls, fires. Shot blocked. Zaccani dropped to a knee. On for Edwards, 44 on the power play. Now back Johnson, and the puck pinballs around again. Stone, he's got Zaccani wide open, and it's knocked aside by Edwards. Beautiful play.
Yeah, we both said it. Beautiful play by Landon Edwards.
Edwards across for Nolet. I mean, that was one of those Zaccani, he's like way gone if he gets that pass.
Oh, man. I mean, he would have put a zone between him and the closest Toledo Cherokee competitor.
Nolet shot misses the net. Lease in front, paddled aside by Philippe Hall, and Fleming, haven't mentioned his name tonight.
Smart play by Tyler Fleming, just shovel it to his goaltender, get a stoppage of play, get a breather.
Things still interesting here at the Ice House.
Shots 6-2 in favor of the Cherokee, though the Jets have had the more time of possession in the Cherokee defensive zone.
12:20 left, second period of play. Cherokee up 1-0. Still got 13 seconds left on the man advantage. You got to start capitalizing on these opportunities if you're both teams. Of course, if this is any indication, there could be a few more throughout the rest of this game.
For sure.
Cormier lost the puck near side corner. 5 go on the power play. Nice work by Provencher holding the puck to the wall. Nolet walks in, fires, hold the save. Myers and Lease were just waiting for that rebound. And Philippe Hall, we mentioned it in the Toledo Metal Finishing pregame show, he needed to be locked in. He needed to figure out a way to shake the cobwebs of playing here at the Ice House out, and up to this point, he has.
He changed capes. You know, the kryptonite that he was facing with the Toledo Cherokee, the first couple of appearances, he swapped capes out, if you will, and now he's looking good so far. The goal scored by Bobby Lease, Connor Hellebuck couldn't have stopped.
Majeski back to full strength, glove down by Cormier. Cormier carries on ahead, chops one in. Provencher picks it off, tries to feed on ahead, connects with Pivich, carries in. Shot, bounces wide. Edwards got a piece of that. Majeski for Pivich, and Edwards trying to juggle it with the stick. Sparks coughs it up. Majeski tight angle shot. Sticked aside.
Majeski is well known for those off-angle shots that somehow found the back of the net.
Provencher to the net, glove down by McGuire as Jake Taylor, the screen in front of Logan McGuire.
Interesting to note about Jake Taylor, for those that don't know, when Jake Taylor came to the MetroJets hockey organization, he was a forward. And Jamie Lovell and Justin Kinville decided, let's try it. He played a couple games as a forward. Let's try him out on the old Metro Hockey Club, if you remember that.
I do.
When the Worcester Oilers were disbanded in the early going of the 22-23 season. Let's try Jake as a defenseman. So he played 4 games at the Detroit Showcase for the Metro Hockey Club, and a star was born.
Blum plays it around. I'd say that worked out pretty well.
No doubt. He's become arguably one of the best defensemen in USPHL Premier history.
Outman backhands in. McGuire back to slow the puck down. Feigns the forehand and backhands it around. On ahead for Catalano. Catalano into the skates of linesman Brandon Batens and backhanded in by Hank Davis.
Totally off subject. You guys have great coffee here at Team Toledo Ice House.
Yeah, it's pretty solid stuff. Klomboski redirects in.
Thank you, Kathy Peacock, by the way.
Sharon for Outman misses the net. Centered. Intercepted by Johnson. He's got Monks with him. 2-on-2. Johnson. Shot through traffic. Luska keeps that aside. Glomboski for Fleming. And now for Outman. Outman down the near side wall. Throws on the brakes. Passes across. Couldn't connect with Fleming. And Kraus coughs up the puck. Stone drops one back for Fleming. Plays it right back in. Delayed offsides. Machoyan backhands one down the ice. Glove down by Monks, and a nice recovery by Stone. Puck just lobbed onto the near side. Collision at center ice. between Cote. Was that Johnson or Monks he collided with?
I'll take Monks.
Penalty coming up here to the Jets.
On Jackson Stone.
As Nolet circles around and Glomboski touches up.
And for the 4th time today, the MetroJets will head to the box. They'll go on the penalty kill. They're 3 for 3. A 2-minute mine for tripping on Jackson Stone.
Trying to get back up as close to 100% as possible, maybe to 99.99. Well, of course, that may give Jamie Lovell some he may need your heart pills if they have to get up to 99.99%.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Call me a doctor.
Right. Dr. Fravor.
9:38 to go, second period of play.
Prescription pills live on the air.
Yes, they are prescription.
Yes, I have the bottle.
Nothing illicit.
The bottle are at home as Jamie Lovell get an explanation from Grant Lipstaff.
Now, will Grant Lipstaff get to skate away, or will he have to get – okay.
Yep.
I thought he was going to have to get called back like he did in explaining why the goal was disallowed at the end of the first. Cherokee, 4th opportunity of the night on the power play. Haven't been able to cash in yet. You keep playing with fire, you get the thought you're going to get burnt. That's why I don't play with fire, even though I love to watch fire.
Yes.
Johnson picks up. Top power play unit on for the Cherokee. Jake Myers drop pass. Johnson in front for Lee. Save made by Hall. Centering feed. Held in. Edwards to the near side for Nolet. Those are the opportunities you have to capitalize on to clear the zone. Johnson. Far side half wall. Taylor got a piece of it. Johnson picks back up. Right there was Evangelista. Nolet somehow stays up and holds on to the puck. Johnson to the near side. Edwards walks in, missing the net wide.
Evangelista almost had a breakaway, but what a defensive play by Trevin Johnson to keep that puck in for another opportunity for the Cherokee.
Johnson dumps in and around Jake Myers' far side corner. Let the puck go. Picked up now by Edwards, far side. Hoists one to the near side. Bunk backhands it ahead for Evangelista. Can't get there. Swept down the ice by Colter. McGuire out to play it. Got a man open. Bobby Lease can't get to it. And it's hammered back the other way by Bunk. McGuire once again angles one on ahead. Nobody there for the Cherokee. 2 straight giveaways. And once again, McGuire out. 42 to go on the power play. Couple of good looks for the Cherokee. Again, nothing gone in.
Haven't seen McGuire come out as much as Daxon Lasiti does normally.
I don't know. Has Dax Lucidi even sat down over there in the penalty
No,
box?
he has stood in that
He's
same spot.
He is locked in.
I think he was standing there during when Zamboni was out.
23 to go on the power play. The Jets doing a fantastic job. Play finally blown dead by Grant Libstaff.
That killed off valuable seconds in the 4th power play opportunity for the Cherokee.
Noah Boderka, 2006 birth year out of Petoskey, Michigan.
Former Petoskey Northman. Prominent Northern Lower Peninsula program in the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
What's the youth team up there? Are they the Piranhas? I want to say they're the Piranhas.
I believe you're right. Yeah,
because I reffed them one time. They were down here.
The youth organization, yeah, they're the Piranhas, but the high school team is the Northmen.
Played down for Hammer, now for Krause. 10 to go on the power play. Ingersoll walks in. Hands off Cormier. The shot through traffic. Loose! And somehow Hall keeps it out.
Again, this is the Philippe Hall, the MetroJets fans and parents and organization have been accustomed to seeing all season long. Up to this point, Toledo has been his kryptonite, but again, he's put on a new cape. The young 20-year-old from Teleborg, Zweden, just turned 20 years old 11 days ago.
19 saves on 20 shots. McGuire at the other end has seen 15 and stopped 15. Out of respect, I will not say the word. Back to full strike. The Jets still perfect on the penalty kill here tonight. Just the 1 power play goal given up throughout the playoffs.
And they're 14 through 16 in these playoffs.
Foot race there. McGuire had to win that one or it was disaster. Luska getting big minutes for this Jets team. Played down, hammer for Krause. Scott Monks at the net, blocked by Luska. Nearly too many men there against Toledo. Now played out, Majeski. If they hurry, they got an odd man rush, and quickly catching back up was McAllister. Sent in front. Peevich didn't know it was there. Luka Peevich up top for Taylor. Stutter step towards the net. Redirected. Majewski was waiting there. Now Majewski towards the net. Save made. Big rebound given up by McGuire. Cleared out to the point. Provencher around Jimmy Monks. Provencher, nice move. Provencher, drop pass down. Return feed blocked. Stone holds in. I see the 3 on the right side of the jersey. And
yeah.
I assume it's Luska. Taylor picks up. 6:27 to play. Delayed offsides against Toledo. Not going to matter. No icing against the Jets. Weimer picks up. Fans on the pass. Stone intercepts. Now grabbed by Davis. 2-on-2. Davis with Catalano. Davis the shot. Philippe Hall the save. Catalano near side corner. Throws a solid check into Taylor. Swings one down and around. Wharton steps in front of Provencher, as does Catalano. Now Davis and Taylor collide in the far side corner. Wharton took a stick up high. You saw a little recoil there. Weimer for Wharton onto the near side. And McAllister chops back in. Wharton tumbles to the ice. We continue on. Davis in front for Sparks. And now a foot race? No. Peevich at the end of a long shift says, I'm going to take this and get a line change. Taylor lobs back in. Now the rest of the Jets follow suit. McAllister around for Jace Weimer. Got to watch out for Sharon.
Zaccani, Sharon, and Glomboski reunited for the first time this game.
Trying to even things up. Fournier unable to hold in at the point. 5:15 to play in the second period. Cherokee up by 1. Bobby Lease in the first period is the only goal we've seen. Fournier towards the net. Through a lot of traffic. McGuire had to blocker that aside. Battle in the far side corner. Jace Weimer entangled. Haven't seen too much of Jamison Rose here tonight, but he's on the ice now for Toledo. Glomboski coughed it up. Jamison Rose carries down. Looked like he toe-picked there.
That's what I was just getting ready to say that. It looked like he made a toe pick.
Zaccani breaks free. Zaccani the shot. And McGuire got a piece of it. Zaccani the golden opportunity. And another opportunity Glomboski was waiting for.
Boy, Zaccani got everything on that shot, and McGuire just got a piece of it.
Nolet digs the puck free. Finds Bobby Lease. And
penalty to Toledo.
McAllister.
Yes, indeed.
The Jets humming along right now. Get a power play.
7th minor of the day called here in Game 2. The 2026 USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals. As Grant Lipstaff explained to Owen McAllister the reasoning for the call. McAllister did not agree with it, but Grant Lipstaff's judge, jury, and executioner in this case.
I didn't quite see what that call was, but I did notice behind the net he was giving some of them little cross-checks to the small of the back to Glomboski.
And Lipstaff may have seen that and decided that was one more than needed.
Well, you and I know. You see that, you say, hey, that's enough, no more. And then they go one more, and then you're like, I told you no more.
Right.
Power play opportunity here for the Jets, trying to even things up. The Cherokee got to lock things down, batten down the hatches, so to speak. Boderka, elevator to Luska towards the net. McGuire.
They hit a piece of something in front of McGuire.
He was there for it. It was redirected wide. Cote near side corner. Ushers up top for Luska. Back to the near side dot. Boderka back for Luska. Head fake. Luska to the net. Blocked by Cormier. Pokes it away from Boderka. Cormier carries on ahead. Cormier got one man to beat. It's Majewski. A slap shot, and it looked like it got the blocker of Philippe Hall. Wraparound opportunity, and Cormier is stuffed by Philippe Hall.
Short-handed opportunity there by the Toledo Cherokee.
We talked about it yesterday. He's a guy you always got to watch out for. He's got pretty good speed, too, does Jay Cormier.
Shots 11-7 in favor of Toledo here in the second period.
Nothing gone behind these goaltenders in this period. Both teams ample opportunity to do so. But the goaltenders standing strong. 3.5 to play here in the second period. 1-0 Toledo. Pitched back in by Ingersoll. Thought he might take it back a little bit farther, kill some more time, but 57 to go on the power play for the Jets. Zaccani carries on in, drop past Peevich. On up for Taylor with a lane. Taylor the shot. That hit Zaccani in front.
It did.
Now picked up and carried out by Teague Lucidi, and Zaccani on the back check knocks one free. Taylor into the body of Sparks. When called upon, Nathan Sparks on the penalty kill has been dynamite. Taylor back for Stone. Carries on ahead, Jackson Stone. Can't get around Ingersoll, held in by Taylor. Taylor drops off for Peevich, back to the point. I don't think Taylor was expecting that one.
No, he was not. He was fully expecting Luka Peevich to take the shot, and Peevich passed it right back to Taylor. That was off of Zaccani's helmet.
Played on ahead. Peevich heavily into the near side corner. Picked up Ingersoll. 5 to go on the penalty kill. I almost said the period. We're back to full strength. 2:22 to play here in the second. A lot of twos. Provencher.
All 7 minor penalties have been successfully killed by both clubs. 4 for 4 for the Jets, and now the Toledo Cherokee 3 for 3.
2-on-1 here. Novak for Coulter, and he drop-kicked it ahead. Pass in front of the net. Couldn't find Evangelista. Provencher to the net, wide. Blum dumps back in. Evangelista can't get there. Teague Lucidi has it taken away. Novak, far side corner. Bouncing pass, hopped up right at the blue line. Over the stick of Provencher. As Monks and Hall now, delayed decision there from Philippe Hall to play that puck.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication between Hall and Provencher.
Edwards throws on the brakes, fires a pass down for Monks, onto the near side for Cormier. Got a piece of it, has to peel back. Cormier harassed by Evangelista. And Provencher, 1:25 to go in the period. Evangelista accelerates, feeds on ahead for Novak. Cameron Krause picks the puck up, finds Edwards with a pass. Hoists one to the near side. Provencher softly into the Cherokee zone. Krause got caught flat-footed. Majeski, far side corner, has to find it. Majeski in front. McGuire got a piece of that with the pad. Edwards for Johnson. Under a minute to play here in the second. Monks on ahead. A little more fleet of foot than Enric Fournier.
Fournier's a big lumbering defenseman, isn't he? 6'2", 190 pounds.
You certainly saw it there. Weimer, shot, hit a body in front. Goes wide. Myers jams one down, picked up Fleming. Now Myers throws one back down and around. Lease on the near side, 33 to go in the period. Bobby Lease, near side corner, taken away by Enric Fournier. On ahead, grabbed in the neutral zone by Machoyan, left it for Nolette. Wisely pulls away. You saw Lease was still in the zone. 20 to play in the period. Pass to the near side for Bobby Lease. Poked free. A.J. Zaccani. Ice quickly taken away by Nolette. Weimer smartly into the neutral zone. Lease on a cross for Machoyan. 7 to go in the period. Lobs one down the ice as Nolette picks up 3 and 2 to go. Loose puck in the Cherokee zone as the buzzer sounds. We're through 40 minutes of play. No scoring in that second 20 minutes, Matt Preer. That was a back-and-forth affair.
A lot. We talked about the intensity in this building. We talked about the intensity on the ice yesterday. It has ramped up 100-fold. Here in game number 2, that was a very well-played defensive game by both clubs in that second period.
Well, we're going to find out if Toledo wants to go to Nationals more or if Metro wants to come back tomorrow in the third period of play. We're through 40 minutes of action. Score is the same as the end of the first 20. Cherokee 1, Jets 0. You're watching Cherokee Hockey live and exclusively on Black Bear TV. And good evening. Should be one more time. May not be. We welcome you back to the Team Toledo Ice House. Zeke Fravor, Matt Preer on the call for you here tonight. About 3 minutes or so away from puck drop here in the third period. No scoring in the second period. So we'll go to your out-of-town scoreboard. Check the other playoff series around the USPHL. Matt Preer.
End of 2 periods of play at PNY Sports Arena. The Westchester Wolves up 6-2 over the Pal Junior Islanders.
Well, you certainly get the feeling that may be a Westchester and CJR kind of division final.
Fort Wayne Spacemen at the end of 2, up 1-0 now over the Chicago T-Rex.
I know Megan's not listening, but Megan, if you're okay, blink twice.
Right.
Please don't chew your nails.
Evan Wilson picking up the goal, and the assist from Brad Back at a key pickup late in the season by the Spacemen, the Cincinnati Cyclones regular season scoring champion. Big game there. Game 2, Kirill Zamana and Antonio Vaccaro, the goaltenders for that game for the T-Rex and the Spacemen respectively. Got to see a lot of those teams with as many games as many home games as the MetroJets Hockey Club had with the 3 clubs. Let's see, what else do we have? End of 2 periods of play. St. Lazare Avalanche still up 1-0 on the Montreal Black Vs. And with 4:31 to go in the second period, Tampa Bay Juniors up 3-2 over the Florida Eels.
The Fleals, as they're referred to affectionately around the USPHL.
A minute and 6 to go in the first period. Ontario Junior Reign Fresno Monsters deadlocked at 0.
You know what? Speaking of the Florida Eels, shout out Nick Rush, our guy Nick Rush, the former broadcaster.
Yeah.
Now the sports information director at Point University down in Georgia.
My roomie for the last 4 years at the USPHL Tampa Showcase.
You know, every time I text him, he'd be like, man, you know what? Those are some of the best times, just me and Preer.
Oh, yeah.
Talking life. He'll go out, rip a few darts.
You pretty much.
But, yeah, Nick Rush, glad to hear you're doing well, man. Glad you found something that seems to be treating him well. I'm sure you follow him around on socials.
For sure. Northwest Express up 1-0, and the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings ended 1 period as they're leading that series 1-0 as well, looking for the upset sweep on the River Kings. While the Minnesota Squatch up 1-0 over the Minnesota Blue Ox, 5:03 to go in the first period. Squatch looking to put away the Blue Ox. And then later tonight, 10:30 Eastern, the Vernal Oilers and the Seattle Totems.
Yeah, I'll be up for that. I mean, I may be up for the start of it, but
right.
I mean, especially if it gets to be like it was last night out there in Vernal, Utah. Yeah, 12-1.
Yeah, indeed. As we get set to go for the third period.
Who's going to be the first team to clinch their spot, to punch their ticket to Wayne, New Jersey? Is it going to be in our game here? Is it going to be the Fort Wayne Spacemen? Or well, if one of those teams wins tonight, obviously it won't be Vernal.
Right.
Since they're, way behind time zones, all that fun stuff.
Well, they're right in the middle of the Rocky Mountains over there in Vernal, Utah. I mean,
nothing there, right? And it's just like a blip
I think
on the radar.
The closest team for them, if I'm not mistaken, is the Colorado Fighting Elk, which are 4.5 hours away.
Cameraman Ivan Sines just, whew.
Yeah, I mean, any road trip Vernal takes is long.
Well, I don't know if you remember that story. The first year in Utica for Nationals, they had to stay the whole time. They got knocked out after the first few days, and they had to stay the whole time because it's such a trek.
Well, they played the 17 versus 18 game. I called that game against the Minnesota Moose, and the most impressive moment about that game is that late in the third period, 2 of the players were aging out. They looked at each other. They sized each other up. The puck dropped. They dropped the gloves. This is one of the best fights I've ever seen.
What a way to go out. Dropping items. The puck's down. Third period of play underway. Play halted. Will the Cherokee be victorious and guarantee their spot at the USPHL National Championships, or will the Jets have enough fuel left in the tank to come back tomorrow? Offensive zone draw for the Cherokee. No power play goals in this one. The penalty kills have come up huge repeatedly.
Hand pass on the Cherokee.
Grant Lipstaff waved it off. Brandon Baton said, no, that's a hand pass 10 times out of 10.
As he explains to referee Grant Lipstaff.
You know what? We've mentioned every ref
Oh, yeah.
except for Ricky Gilmer.
Ricky, he's quiet. If you don't notice a ref, he's doing a great job.
Underrated.
Yes. That's the biggest thing. When the refs aren't noticeable, they're doing an excellent job.
Unfortunately, when you wear the orange bands, you have to be noticeable.
Yes, indeed.
As McGuire steers one aside, and a puck thrown towards the net goes just wide. Stone for Peevich. Back for Stone. In front for Majeski. Peevich up for Fournier. A shot blocker to side. They're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at Logan McGuire here in this third period.
And any leftover water, it's in the faucets.
Take the P-trap, dump that, throw that at him too.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, it's great working at Menards because I just know stuff like that now.
You save big money.
Not lately.
Do you work at the Menards right down the road here in Alexis
I do
Road?
not. I work at the one in
okay.
Oregon, about 20 minutes away.
Matt Name and I were talking about that, which Menards you work at.
Yeah, no, it's that's the worst Menards of the three, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
If you're ever back, well, you will be back down here again.
Yeah.
For your long-named event as Luska throws a
indeed.
counter check into Catalano and no let side swipe. We continue on. As Kenny Miller looking for a call on that, you get the feeling Grant Lipstaff is going to probably try and swallow the whistle, not make himself the central focus. Hopefully these teams can understand what's at stake and not play dumb. In front with the puck, Zakani Badurka, loose! It is blocked by Teague Lucidi! Still loose and it caroms wide! Teague Lucidi, a game-saving play!
Lucidi makes the save, but it was Teague Lucidi for the Toledo Cherokee, and icing is the call. My goodness, Zeke Fravor.
Give me a heart pill, Matt. Oh, it was laying there. Teague Lucidi dropping down, somehow kept it out.
How many times over the course of this season have you said Lucidi makes the save?
A lot. This time it's a different Lucidi.
Right. And Daxton Lucidi is actually sitting down now for the first time in this game.
I'm sure his heart rate jumped quite a bit there, too. We stay 1-0. Whoo.
We'll have to keep that in the memory banks for sure.
Catalano on ahead, grabbed by Bunk. On ahead for Sharon. He's got Glomboski going to the net. Sends it to him. Loose puck. Machoyan kept it away. Now a centering feed. Blocked aside. Charlie Nolette. Things going haywire early here in the third. Trevin Johnson can't pick up the puck. Now stick lifted by Glomboski. Teague Lucidi for Nolette. Rink wide into the skates of Jake Taylor. Johnson picks up. Dumps on in. Little chip and chase. Bunk picks up. Swings one around for Ryder Novak. And McAllister lobs back in. Philippe Hall on for Bunk. And backhand around by Taylor for Peevich. You're going to see a heavy dosage of the top lines on these teams. Sharon, jump cut, loose puck, poked in. McGuire, a couple of saves. And he covers up. I thought you were getting a piece of gum out for me.
No, it was a heart pill.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, remember how I said I wasn't going to be able to stay up for the rest for that Vernal game?
Oh.
This has given me a boost of energy. I may be up and be able to watch it 12-1 drubbing tonight.
The Jets, at the moment, shots 3-0 in favor of the Jets. The Cherokee have not put a shot yet on Philippe Hall. As the majority of this play, 16:59 and counting, 2:45 of this third period has been in the Toledo defensive zone.
Dump down the ice again, and icing called against Toledo. 16:51. For Toledo, time can't go fast enough. For Metro, they needed to slow down. They had their opportunity. Teague Lucidi. I mean, you're going to look back. Toledo hangs on to win this game. You're going to look back on that.
On the Lucidi save, yeah.
Just not the Lucidi everyone's normally thinking of.
Right.
I'll tell you what, though, the way he forced Kenny Miller's hand when he stepped up to play defense, and he's played every game since, is just incredible. Jimmy Monks down the ice. Monks stick handles towards the net. Loose puck, and Blum fires away from danger. Rose, shot, hit the glove of Blum.
We talked about Blum's uncle, John Blum, former Detroit Red Wing. He is in the building today.
Swung around. Majeski on for Lucidi. Across. Rose to the backhand. Calmly gloved down by Philippe Hall. He doesn't need a heart pill.
No.
That's the thing. You know, it's crazy. I look at it now, how animated I get in the broadcast booth, how animated we can get.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that you have to play as a goaltender, it's just a complete 180.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Ice in their veins. Both goaltenders playing so well.
There's so much at stake right now, and a Great Lakes Division playoff championship is on the line, a berth in the USPHL National Championships.
On ahead. Nice recovery by Jake Myers. Drives Zakani into the wall. Ingersoll around to the near side. Preventure pinching and thrown towards the front of the net through the goal mouth.
Looking for Noah Badurka was parked there.
Rose to the near side for Teague Lucidi. Headman's Brendan Hammer. 16 minutes left to play in regulation. Sent down the ice. And icing called against Toledo.
It's about the 5th icing call already, and we've only played 4 minutes and 6 seconds here in the third period.
The Jets have pushed it into supersonic mode here in the first 4 minutes and 6 seconds. The Cherokee treading water right now. Tired guys on the ice. Got to win this face-off, and Jamison Rose does. We talked about it earlier. Nolette and Rose so good at taking face-offs. Taylor got a piece of it and heads up over on the party deck over there.
Yes.
As play halted again. If you're the Jets, this is perfect. This is the perfect recipe. You slow down play as much as possible. For the Cherokee, you're trying to keep things going and just kill as much time as you can.
Yeah, the Cherokee don't have to score. With the 1-0 lead, they just have to play sound defense and kill off as much of the clock as possible.
Taylor, far side to the near side for Luska. Thrown back across, hit the skates of Wharton, and Karams into the neutral zone and farther, where Taylor picks up. On for Luska. Bouncing pass. Cormier can't settle it down, but Durka poked that forward way too far, and now Edwards into the neutral zone. Puck played with a high stick. Now we continue on as Davis fires one down the ice. Philippe Hall for A.J. Zakani. Nolette angled him off beautifully. Zakani still with the puck. Slides one back for Luska. Across for Bunk. Bobby Lease unable to advance the puck any further. Lot of blue on the ice. Smart play from Hartzell.
Yeah, Rob Gilmore and Grant Lipstaff were both at the Eagle Eyes on that visitor's bench.
Outman with the puck. Knocked to the ice by McAllister. Nolette around for Bobby Lease. 14:35 to play in this one. Sent down the ice. It's got the legs for icing, and it's confirmed.
Icing number 5 of this third period.
14.5 to play. I'm telling you, it just feels like time has completely come to a standstill here at the Ice House. We talk about last night and how high the tension was. It feels even more tensioned.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. I just start making up words sometimes.
Much more intensified. There we go.
There you go. Sure, that works. The wordsmith.
Yes.
McAllister weaving his way around the net. Headman's for Bobby Lease. Rink wide for Nolette. And offsides is called.
About a half step. I was watching, and so was Brandon Batens.
Ooh.
Oh, winning 50-50.
I forgot to buy it.
Darn.
I was waiting to see the reaction.
I was off by 34 numbers.
Early or late?
Early.
Wow.
My highest number was, where is it? 52.
52, dang. Big hit on the near side by Peevich. Bobby Lease across for Nolette, and Blum got a piece of it with the skate. Peevich back for Stone. Rattles on ahead. Airmails one in, and McGuire gloves it down and hangs on. 13:51 to go in regulation. Cherokee up by 1.
Jets on the ice in a little conference to set things up as Zakani, Sharon, Gomboski with Provencher and Taylor on the ice in the blue.
I mean, you can say any of the top 3 lines for Toledo is their top line. Kenny Miller opting for the Kraus line to counter. Gomboski back for Sharon. Now for Zakani. He's had opportunities in this one and has not been able to pot one. Provencher to the net. Blocked. Now Gomboski, the shot, and that was blocked as well. A lot of block shots for the Cherokee. Kraus is hauled down. We continue on.
You called it early in this third period. Grant Libstaff has got the whistle in his pocket for the most part in this game. I mean, it's going to take a beheading at this point for a penalty to be called.
Zakani back for Taylor. That or a little scrum,
yes,
little skirmish where both guys go.
Yes.
He's going to try and take himself out of this game as much as possible. Let the
boys play. Yes.
In a game like this, that's all you can ask. Provencher holds in, lost the puck, and Zakani tied up by Kraus, can't hold it in. Luska, Provencher to the red line, hoists one on in. Machoyan gives chase. Played to the near side. Luska in the neutral zone on a cross for Fleming. Errant pass, Venturini!
Oh, what a play there. Daniel Luska bailing out his teammate Tyler Fleming, and here come the Jets back the other way.
Coulter down the near side wing. Coulter drives down low. Coulter angled off by Machoyan and taken in heavily, and that's going to draw the attention of Grant Libstaff.
It said it was going to take something big for Libstaff to put his hand up, and now is head first into the boards. May not have been intentional per se, but 2-minute minor for cross-checking will put the MetroJets on their 4th power play of the day as Machoyan heads off. 2-minute minor for cross-checking with 12:17 to go here in the third period.
Well, that is going to even things up penalty-wise for a side now.
Yep.
I mean, you look at it. Shots, 25-24 in favor of Toledo. Goals, 1-0 in favor of Toledo. It's been a very evenly matched game. I mean, this is what you expect.
When it's MetroJets, Toledo Cherokee, absolutely.
Edwards, near side corner, ridden hard by Outman. Outman to the point, Boderka on across Taylor. Taylor down, Majeski shot, redirected, and McGuire.
And Gomboski was right there at the doorstep.
We talk about tension and how it continues to grow. This is the most heightened moment in this game. These next minute and 47 seconds determine who's got all the momentum. This period started out with the Jets, then the Cherokee made a push. Now the Jets with an opportunity to make a statement. Edwards peels away. Cormier fans on the clearing attempt. Now just hammers one around right into the skates of Sutton Majeski. Ahead to the point. Taylor, Boderka, and Taylor. Shot! Save made by McGuire. Cleared out by Cormier.
Golden opportunity there by the Jets and Logan McGuire. Big save by the 19-year-old from Bloomington, Indiana.
Boderka down the far side wing, taking Lucidi wide, cutting back in. McGuire holding strong on the post, and off the glove of Majeski. Halfway through this power play for the Jets, as the energy in here shifted from excitement to just plain old nervousness. Luska for Peevich, for Luska, and Zakani. Zakani around Lucidi to the point. Luska walks across, finds Peevich, dumps one off. Jackson Stone into the shin pads of Venturini. Down for Cote and Zakani. Venturini, it's held in by Stone. 28 to go on the power play. Stone on a cross, rink wide for Luka Peevich. The shot, and McGuire the save.
That was a big save through a screen by Logan McGuire.
And cleared down the ice, 15 to go. You know, I told Megan, I said, I don't bite my nails anymore because I had some dental work done. Yeah, it's the urge to bite my nails right now is so strong. Cormier picks up, back to full strength, both penalty kills. What do they have at Wendy's? The faux for faux.
Yes, faux for faux. Yes,
Edwards
indeed.
on a cross for Cormier. Back down for Kraus. In front, jam attempt. Johnson save made by Hall. Edwards throws one back in. Johnson tags up, picked up by Luska. Aiden Sharon down the ice. Edwards watching closely. Evangelista almost broke free. Huge counter check thrown by Jimmy Monks. McAllister on ahead for Krause. Past the halfway point in this third period. Under 9:40 to play. Sent in front! The side spin was crazy. A little tie spinner. Hartzell. Yeah, you like that? I don't like golf terminology.
I liked it. It was good. It was really good.
Who's going to Scotty shuffle their way to Nationals?
Interesting to note there that could have been icing, but McGuire came out to play the puck.
Sent in front. Evangelista was there. And back the other way, 2-on-2. No let in Lease on Bunk and Fleming. Bobby Lease, nice move. And Lease is tripped up. We continue on. Isaac Bunk picks up on ahead for Evangelista. Oh, my goodness. The whistles are gone. Played back down the ice. Foot race here. Jake Myers in on Bunk. I mean, in a regular season game, that's probably interference.
More than likely, yes.
Teague Lucidi down for Lease. Ahead for Myers. The redirected save made by Hall. Isaac Bunk picks back up. Throws on the brakes. Far side corner. Myers. Little check in on Bunk after he released the puck. Now Novak dumps on in. McGuire steers that near side corner. 8:20 to play in this one. Cherokee up by one. Preventure the shot. Oh, my goodness. McGuire gloves it down. He snared it.
With Coulter streaking across to provide the screen. That was the first significant opportunity by the Toledo Cherokee in the MetroJets defensive zone. And Philippe Hall comes up big on several occasions. But Logan McGuire up to the task as well. 8:16 to go here in the third period.
Cormier unable to get there. Outman pokes one along. Puck glued to the wall. Now squirts free. Backhanded down the ice by Cormier. And that is icing number 6.
8:02 to go here in the third period.
Man, this is what you live for. This isn't quite to that Potomac Patriots MJDP level at Nationals a couple years back when I was on call.
Right.
But this is darn close. This is such a tight game. As Cormier for Hammer on the half wall, stretches the ice vertically for Venturini. Takes Taylor out. Taylor continues the puck's momentum. Zaccani, been quiet, works around Hammer. Zaccani, hands off for Boderka, towards the net, and they score.
AJ Zaccani finally breaks the snide. Noah Boderka with the lob to the front of the net, a perfectly timed deflection, and AJ Zaccani breaks the snide. He has been scoreless in this series, and Zaccani, the 19-year-old from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, his second goal in the playoffs. Zeke Fravor were tied at 1.
It took a redirection to beat Logan McGuire in this one. Just thrown towards the net, heading wide. Nice redirection by A.J. Zaccani. We're knotted at 1. 7:37. Left in this one. Matt Preer, get them heart pills ready.
I'm running out.
We're going to need something. Calm me down. Fournier picks up behind the net. Headman's down the ice for Pivich. Back for Fournier. Zone entry. Fournier, the shot, and it rolled off the toe of his stick. Pivich can't connect with Blum. 7:12 to go in regulation. We're back.
A.J. Zaccani is second in the playoffs. Jaden Provencher is listed as a single assist, but that should be Noah Boderka on the primary assist and the secondary assist to Provencher.
Icing called against the Jets.
And that'll be at 12:22 of the third period.
7:01.
It's a new hockey game, Zeke Fravor.
Buckle in. The next 7 minutes may get bumpy.
Shots 10-3 in favor of the Jets here in the third period.
I mean, that's the storyline on this one, right? The third period has been all Metro. Toledo has not been able to make any inroads. The Jets have just hemmed them in. Now Toledo needs to find a way to fight back if they want to guarantee their ticket to Nationals. On for Peevich. Carries on in. Luka Peevich into the shin pads of Ingersoll. Teague Lucidi down the ice. Jake Myers. Nice play by who else but Daniel Luska. He's had such a solid game. And reversal of roles. Icing called on the Jets again.
We talked about in the Toledo Metal Finishes pregame show. Keep your eye on Daniel Luska. He is the youngest player on the ice, just 17 years old. He didn't turn 17 until October 9th. He's already in his second year with the MetroJets Hockey Club. He has such a bright future and the confidence of this coaching staff with the Jets.
In a tight playoff game, your season potentially on the line.
And you have a 17-year-old out there with a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds.
6:20 to play in regulation. Puck knocked free by Evangelista. Sharon carries in. Now on for Outman. Evangelista can't get there. Edwards across for Cormier. We approach 6 minutes remaining. Angle down the ice. Jake Myers on in. The shot. Hole the save. Loose puck through the legs for Lease. Nobody there for Toledo. Sent down the ice. Outman can't control it. Edwards back up the boards for Myers. Now across for Bobby Lease. Poked free by Boderka. Noah Boderka jams one on in. Edwards backhands one for Machoyan. On for Johnson. One touches for Kraus. Dumps in. Don't expect the goaltenders to take too many risks here now.
No, not at all. Not with 5:30 to go here in the third period. A 1-1 tie. Game 2 of the 2026 USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals.
Odd man rush here for the Jets. Zakani tried to find Boderka, and Machoyan got a piece of it. Zakani for Taylor. Walks in to the backhand. He was tied up, and McGuire poked it free. Jimmy Monks bodied by Zakani. We said it. I mean, it's going to take an act of God to get a penalty called against you now. Monks down the ice, taken out by Bunks, backhanded by Bunk, excuse me. I got Jimmy Monks and
Monks, Bunk, yeah. I got you.
Lucidi on ahead. Smart play by Stone.
Nice bench awareness by Jackson Stone.
Oh, errant pass.
Oh, Fournier lost control of the puck. His goaltender, Philippe Hall, is right there to cover.
Final 5, under 5 to play in regulation. How's that Fort Wayne game looking?
I don't know. Let's see. We'll update it here. Hold on. 1-0 Fort Wayne. 9:53 to go in the third.
Ingersoll on a cross. Teague Lucidi the shot. And Philippe Hall has completely changed the course and trajectory of this series with his play tonight.
This is the Philippe Hall the MetroJets organization have been used to seeing all season long. Until tonight, the Toledo Cherokee, and up to this point, the Toledo Cherokee have been Hall's kryptonite. But tonight, Philippe Hall has been absolutely spectacular for the MetroJets.
Ricky Gilmer's going to owe Brandon Bates and Grant Lipstaff a beverage after the game.
I saw that.
Majeski towards the net. Save made by McGuire. Hammer on for Venturini. 4:10 to play in regulation. Tied at 1. Venturini gets stonewalled. Redirection at the net front by Rose, and Hall the save.
Fournier with a devastating check on Venturini. To Venturini's credit, he got up, he's skating to the bench, but there's a couple cobwebs there.
Couple of something rattling around in there now. I mean, I felt that from up here. 4:03 left in regulation.
Team photo day with the MetroJets. There's a picture Sarah Vassar took of Enric Fournier and myself posed in a fighting stance. It's actually pretty cool. And Fournier's got like 3 inches of height on me. So it's actually a pretty funny picture. I'll have to send it to you.
Cormier down for Myers, across for Bobby Lease. Can't connect cleanly. Edwards carries, now drops down for Lease. Down for Myers off the back of the net. Charlie Nolet. Watched by Fleming. Provencher picks up. Hoists one into the neutral zone. Bobbed back the other way by Bobby Lease. McGuire sticks one along for Cormier. 3.5 to play in regulation. Are we heading to overtime? Bobby Lease down the far side. Lease for Edwards, back in front. Oh, Philly Paul, what a save! Dead to rights, wide open net. Philippe Paul, a game-saving save.
Said it a couple times. Zeke Fravor will say it again. This is the Philippe Paul the MetroJets have been used to seeing all season long. The save of the season by Philippe Paul, the 20-year-old from Teleborg, Sweden. My goodness, Zeke.
We saw Teague Lucidi earlier when it was 1-0 Toledo. Keep one out. Philippe Paul has made 2 saves like that tonight where, I mean, if I did that, I would be in the IR for 6 weeks.
Oh, I'd pull a hammy. All day long, I'd pull a hammy.
3:14 to go, Philippe Paul. Saving the Jets' season, potentially. Oh, I don't know if I ever told you this, but if you ever need to cough or anything, there is a mute button. I totally forgot to tell you.
I had a little frog in the throat there.
Ingersoll, 3:05 to play.
I'm still speechless on that save.
How do you move on from that? Bug across from Evangelista. Now, if the Jets win this game, you look back on that and the one in the first period as
for sure.
Changers. Ingersoll across. Teague Lucidi dumps on in. Swings one around for Trevin Johnson. Under 3 to play. Make it 2:40. And Monk's unable to pick up. 3-on-2. Outman and Sharon and Evangelista. Sharon for Outman. And it's a pass sent in front. Somebody got a piece of it, slowed it down for McGuire.
And Sharon couldn't get all he wanted on it either to try to poke it through the pads. A goaltender, Logan McGuire.
Holy jumping. 2:33 left. Every single rush feels like the world is just hanging by a thread. Majeski, the shot, fanned on it. Poked free. Cormier down the ice. He's got Wharton with him. On sides. Cormier, save made by Hall. Picked up. Davis in front. Fournier got a piece of it. Redirected it right into Philippe Hall. 2:20 to play. 1-1. Shots 36-32 in favor of Toledo.
The Jets out shooting the Toledo Cherokee in this third period, though the Toledo Cherokee do lead overall in shots.
Catalano to Cormier. A drive. Big rebound. Loose. In the slot. Davis can't find it. Poked free by Blum.
Great play by Jake Blum to knock that away to negate the opportunity by the Cherokee.
Glove down by Catalano. Holds it in.
And that allows the Cherokee to go for an important line change with 1:53 to go here in the third period. That could be icing.
And it is. Did you see Jamie Lovell? When play was down here, he was screaming, get the puck up the ice. The puck did not get up the ice until it was too late. Icing called. And a timeout is called.
Wise timeout by head coach Jamie Lovell.
Let's get you a game recap here. Bobby Lease. First of the playoffs at the 14:20 mark of the first period, assisted by Charlie Nolette.
Then A.J. Zaccani, his second goal of the playoffs.
Did they fix that?
No, they haven't fixed it yet. It should be from Noah Badurka and Jaden Provencher. We'll update it and see. Yeah, Bobby Lease scored yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yep, so that's his second goal of the playoffs on the assist from Bobby Lease. That came at 14:20 the first period to give the Cherokee a 1-0 lead. Scoreless second period, and we move into the third period. A.J. Zaccani breaking the snide against the Toledo Cherokee. His second goal of the playoffs. The first assist should be credited to Noah Badurka. The second assist to Jaden Provencher at 12:22 of the third period. And that's where we're at, Zeke Fravor. 1-1 tie.
1:50 to go in regulation. Are we looking at 20-minute continuous overtime until we have the next goal, or is someone going to be a hero? We've already seen a couple heroic saves, but who wants to be the offensive hero in this one? Myers, Nolette, Lease, Edwards, Cormier on for Toledo.
Against Badurka, Glomboski, Zaccani with Taylor and Provencher.
No let. Face-off win. Held in.
Broken stick. Noah Boderka.
Boderka got a new one from the bench. Edwards walks in, takes a shot, hit a body in front, goes wide. Play is halted. Looks like the net came off just enough. 1:39 to go in regulation.
You must have a better view of the clock than I do. I got to bend way over to see the clock.
I'm just so used to it. I'm also only 5'7", so
right.
That helps a little bit. Same units on the ice.
Boderka with new lumber, or is it new graphite now? Not many players use wood sticks anymore.
I can't tell you the last time I saw one with a wood stick. That hit the Jets bench, but we continue on here at the Ice House. Boderka for Zaccani. They linked up on the lone Jets goal. Can they do it again? Or can Toledo shut them down one more time? Bobby Lease picks up, carries on, pass. He's going to let Myers skate into it. Myers to the net front. Oh, Hall got it with the steal.
With the right skate blade.
Edwards, a wrist shot blocked by Provencher. We've got everything. 1:07 to play. Edwards hit the point.
You said the kitchen sink and everything in it. And that's exactly what's happened here with a minute left here in the third period.
Provencher tumbles to the ice, colliding with Bobby Lease. Lease spins away, loses the puck. Puck glued to the wall. 50 seconds left in this one. Are we heading for overtime? Play continues on. Grant Lipstaff not even blowing play dead for this.
Nope.
Squirts free after about 15 seconds. Provencher slowly.
That was Grant Lipstaff's best Letterkenny impersonation. Figure it out.
Zaccani, 30 seconds to the near side. Glomboski for Zaccani. And did he get tripped? Did he fall down?
It collided there with T. Glacidi.
And Kenny Miller a grab on the bench.
In light of the circumstances, a good no call by Grant Lipstaff.
20.8 seconds left in regulation. 1-1. These people who came here tonight, what a treat as timeout.
Kenny Miller. 20.
Do the Cherokee
seconds.
Do the Cherokee have any magic left in regulation? Can the Jets
Philippe Hall has absolutely stymied the Toledo Cherokee from the first period on. After the goal by Bobby Lease, Hall has settled into position. He's taken over this game from the goal crease.
Incredible performance. I'll read you the stats again from the pregame show. Against Toledo this year, Philippe Hall, a 5.33 goals against average, 671 save percentage. I can't do the math on this right now, but I would assume 1 goal in 60 minutes.
Regular season, he was 14-1-0-0 with a 126 goals against average, a 935 save percentage, 4 shutouts on the season. We talked about it before. This is the Philippe Hall the MetroJets fans have grown accustomed to during the 2025-2026 season.
He stepped up in a big way, as has Logan McGuire. Again, hasn't played in a month and a half. Has stopped 31 of 32. 17 seconds left in regulation. Rose blocks a pass. Majeski into the skates of Rose. Edwards tumbles to the ice. Cormier picks up 10 to go in regulation. Peevich can't get around Cormier. Played along by Jamison Rose. And 20, 40, 60 minutes is not enough, Matt Preer. We are heading to overtime. Next goal wins the game. If it's Toledo, you're moving on to Nationals. If it's Metro, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. 1:30 for the Toledo Medal Finishing pregame show, and Zeke doesn't go to work tomorrow.
Shots on goal in the third period. The MetroJets with 13, 3-period total of 32. The Toledo Cherokee came storming back on the shots in the third period. 14 shots, a 3-period total of 38. The story of this game, MetroJets goaltender Philippe Hall, the 20-year-old from Teleborg, Sweden, has played absolutely dynamite here this evening And we're going to overtime, Zeke Fravor. You might need to come debrief with me.
I think I'm going to have to. This has been fascinating. We're through 60 minutes of hockey. 1-1 is your score. We'll be here as long as it takes to name a winner in this game. Your score.
We'll be here till the cows come home.
It could be a while. Your score at the end of 60 minutes and regulation. Cherokee 1. Jets 1. You're watching Cherokee Hockey live and exclusively on Black Bear TV. And there you hear it. The Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar opened for Matt Preer. What else you got in that canister, Matt Preer, in your little cooler? You got any goodies?
Oh, I got a little bit. I got
Holy
tea in
cow.
there. I got a Coke in there. Werner's. Got a Sprite in there, too.
Sprite Zero.
Pick one. Take one and have one.
7-Up. Coke. I can't do Werner's. That's bad vibes for a guy like me, right? We'll go with the Sprite Zero Sugar. We welcome you back to the Team Toledo Ice House. Regulation time is over. It's time. It's time. It's time for overtime. 1-1 is your score.
And overtime rules a little bit different in the playoffs than the regular season. During the regular season, it was 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then a 3-on best out of 3 shootout, followed by a sudden death shootout. That does not apply in the playoffs. It is straight up 5-on-5 hockey, 20-minute periods until someone scores. We could be here a while.
This harkens back to that one game at Nationals a few
Yes,
years
indeed.
back. Ended up being a double overtime game. Super exciting at points, super dull at times. It's going to take this game completely different than yesterday. The team that executes better in overtime is going to win this game. You said it to me before the third period. The team who scores next is going to end up winning this game. We'll see if you're a soothsayer or if Toledo can buck the trend. We do have our first Nationals berth out in Fort Wayne.
Yes, indeed.
The Fort Wayne Spacemen defeating the Chicago T-Rex. And for the
a thriller, 2-1.
fourth consecutive year for Fort Wayne?
Yes.
Fourth consecutive year, the Fort Wayne Spacemen advance to Nationals. Kaylee Schrock, congratulations to Kaylee Schrock, John Finch, and the entire Spacemen organization. One team can join them tonight if they win. On the other side, we could see you tomorrow. We don't know. Out in the Atlantic, we do have a final as well. Westchester Wolves defeating the Powell Junior Islanders. And we'll play the Connecticut Junior Rangers in the Atlantic Division final.
The St. Lazare Avalanche defeating the Montreal Black Vs by a score of 2-1.
And they will play for the St. Lawrence Division final. Who they play? Well, you're going to have to wait and see tomorrow at 3:45. Hawkesbury and Universal Sherbrooke.
1:50 to go in the third period. Tampa Bay Juniors Florida Eels tied at 5.
That is game 1 down in Tampa, Florida.
And a game with relevance to both of our clubs. The Fresno Monsters, Ontario Junior Reign tied at 1, 2:05 to go in the second period.
Ontario doing what they couldn't do last night and solving the Monsters.
Northwest Express up 1-0 over the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings into the second period. Northwest Express looking for the 2-game sweep. The Minnesota Squatch in control over the Minnesota Blue Ox, 3-0, 2:50 to go in the second period. And the Vernal Oilers, Seattle Totems get underway in less than an hour.
We could be here that long, Matt.
We could be watching it. We could be kind of hanging out, kind of tuning into that game a little bit. You never know.
If you're out there in USPHL land, wherever you are, or you're just tuning in here on Black Bear TV, we welcome you to the Great Lakes Division Final. Toledo leads 1-0 in the series. We're tied at 1. 20 minutes of playtime will be on the clock momentarily.
It's very simple. Next goal wins.
That's the way you like it. One team, we're going to preach on it, can guarantee a berth with a win tonight. The other will go back home happy and come back tomorrow for an afternoon matinee game 3.
Here we go. Zeke Fravor. It's overtime hockey. USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals game number 2. Puck drop. We're underway.
Charlie Nolet off the face-off back for Cormier. On for Edwards. Who's going to be the hero? There's one hero from a couple years ago, Jake Taylor. Not currently on the ice, but he had that overtime game winner for MJDP over the Potomac Patriots.
It's that overtime playoff experience that's going to play a key role in the outcome of this game.
Glove down by Cormier and dumped on in. Fournier tumbles, and Myers knocks the puck free. Fournier quick on the recovery. Jake Myers fans. Nolet for Lease. Through the wickets of Nolet, who jumps on in.
Every little mistake amplified times a billion right now.
Bobby Lease takes the puck free. Next goal wins. Jimmy Monks to the point, Teague Lucidi back for Monks. Jimmy Monks, head fake. Couple of bodies, fresh bodies on the ice. Ingersoll for Teague Lucidi. The shot redirected by Krause. He's had a fairly quiet night here tonight, Cameron Krause. Lucidi has not. He saved the game for Toledo in the third period. A.J. Zaccani, fresh to the ice. As that is flipped up, heads up in the scorer's box, Brandy Gravel.
Look out.
Minute 19 into overtime here. Jets haven't had much of the puck. That faceoff is going to be deep in the Toledo zone. This is what you came for.
Getting your money's worth.
Free,
if you're a fan here in the stands tonight.
Free hockey.
I'm very impressed, Zeke Fravor, with a crowd on hand. This is pretty full in here.
This is, this reminds me of the COVID year when the Toledo Walleye didn't play. This place was packed.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't care about no Rona.
Right.
In 2020.
No, it's funny. I was looking through my memories on Facebook yesterday and today. It was right around the time of the 2020 USPHL Nationals that were eventually canceled, and I remember having to scramble and everything to get back home. Where I remained for 2.5 months.
For Monks, and then everybody went crazy.
Oh, gosh.
We're not going to get into that too much.
No.
Cormier ahead for Johnson. Played on in. Cameron Krause, far side corner. Swivels one down and around. Look at this. I texted my manager. I said, we're heading to overtime. He said, oh, boy, need a hero. He wants me at work tomorrow. I would love to be at work tomorrow. Matt Prier would love to be back in the Mick Gonzalez press box tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Edwards into the body of Glomboski, gloves it back down.
I've gotten used to the surroundings here in the Mick Gonzalez Memorial press box.
Sharon, a nice move. Lost the puck to Edwards. Angles one ahead for Jimmy Monks. Carries in. Monks lost the puck. Jamison Rose. The shot, Philippe Hall. Look at that. About a foot outside of that crease.
So calm, so cool, so collected is Philippe Hall.
6'2", 175 pounds, playing bigger than that tonight. This has been a pretty exciting overtime already. 17:44 left in the first overtime period. Obviously, we're tied, or we wouldn't be here. McAllister knocked away from the puck by Evangelista. Outman tied up with McAllister. Rose acutely around the boards for Hammer, who hammers one down the ice wide of the net, and icing called against Toledo.
This is the time of the game where your third and your fourth lines become oh so important. Your top 3 lines have played a full game now. The fourth line, unless you're consistently rolling 4 lines, your fourth line has not seen as much ice time. Translation, fresher legs.
Outman from the half wall. McAllister swivels one around from Machoyan. Backhands to the near side. Venturini axes one out of the zone. Fournier. He was also on the MJDP team, correct?
He was. Him and Taylor were teammates in that game.
Hammered out of the zone. Hammer carries in. Tough as nails. Drop pass. No let's pass. Blocked by Evangelista. Karams up into the Cherokee bench. 17:01 left in overtime. The first overtime.
Shots at the moment, 4-0 in favor of the Cherokee. 42-32 overall.
A heavy workload for Philippe Hall. That scoreboard's usually off by a couple.
Yeah, looking at the online score sheet.
Offensive zone draw for the Cherokee. Loose puck. Bobby Elise kicks it free. Picked up Jackson Stone. Flips one into the neutral zone. Ingersoll up for Myers. Trying to get it to Elise and unable to do so. Luska off the glass. Played huge minutes for the Jets tonight. Stone overskates the puck. 3-on-2 for Toledo. No let. Carries on in. Block pass. Another shot. And hold the save. Big rebound. Jake Myers around for Bobby Lease. Works back up top. Ingersoll for Lucidi. Some traffic in front. Pinballs around. Luska towards the blue line. Ingersoll unable to glove it down on one knee, so Teague Lucidi retreats to pick up. Line change for the Jets. Lucidi ahead Second opportunity for Nolet, trying to drive wide on Bodirka. Nolet tumbles to the ice. Couple of fresh bodies now on the ice for Toledo. You'll see some shorter shifts. Cormier. That's the other thing, Matt. The long change here in overtime.
Yes, indeed. That becomes oh so important. We know how important it is in the second period. It's magnified infinity in overtime.
Incredible crowd on hand. There's a Toledo Swarm game, the APHL. Next, they were expecting to see the Swarm on the ice for warm-ups, but you get to watch this game for free.
Did they used to be the Toledo Mobsters?
They did. There was a whole thing there.
Got you. Okay. Fair enough.
Little rebrand, you know.
Okay.
Glove down to the half wall by Cormier. And the pass knocked away. A.J. Zaccani, the game on his stick. Zaccani to the backhand. Save made by McGuire. Oh, A.J. Zaccani again found himself all alone.
He could never quite control the puck. He had possession, but could never get the puck settled down.
Here he is again, Zaccani. The pass for Bodirka hopped over his stick. I think that's the first time I've ever used the game on his stick that I can remember.
Nice.
Shout out Doc Emmerich.
There you go.
Cameron Krause, Bowling Green State University grad there.
Yes, indeed.
Doc Emmerich.
Former Fort Wayne Comet broadcaster.
Certainly is. Worked in Port Huron for a while.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Luka Pivich carries in. He's got Glomboski towards the net. And a loose puck. Jace Weimer battling away with Glomboski, Krause, and Edwards also helping out. 14:35 left in our first overtime period. If you're just tuning in, we welcome you to the Team Toledo Ice House.
Grant Lipstaff talking to him, telling him to play it. He's telling him to play it. You're going to have to figure this out.
Nobody can dig it free, and now Edwards does. Lost the puck to Stone. Johnson way too far ahead of Jimmy Monks, and Fournier dumps back on in. Trevin Johnson around Blum for a moment, and now Monks for Krause. Through the Team Toledo logo at center ice, Krause works out to the far side. Perimeter work for Krause around Fournier. Unable to work one to the net front. Krause upended by Blum. Jimmy Monks looking, finds Lease. I think he was trying to go up top for Ingersoll, who has it. Now Lease through the slot. Lucidi, backhand, forehand, works down low. Teague Lucidi in front. And picked up by Gabe Outman. Pitch down the ice. Ingersoll, nice recovery. Carries on ahead. He's got Jake Myers with him. Myers with the puck now. Myers for Nolet. Nolet towards the net. Hit a body. And Myers ushers one up to the point for Charlie Nolet. Across the way he goes, Jake Myers up top for Owen Ingersoll. Shot, hit the glove of Blum. Ricochets right in on Hall. 13-17 left in our first overtime period. Next goal wins it.
I have one more heart pill left.
You know, it's a good thing I had that.
And a vitamin.
It's a good thing I had that.
I'm going to go to the vitamin first.
That energy drink this afternoon with my Saturday Chipotle.
There you go.
13-17 in overtime. Period 4. Zaccani unable to break free. One touches to the near side. Sharon can't get there. Lease for Nolet. Works outside in. Lost the puck. Zaccani unable to get around Jay Cormier. Stick lifted. Tries to kick it free. Zaccani back the other way. Cormier on his inside hip. Thrown towards the net. Sticked aside by McGuire. Hadn't seen action since the last time the Cherokee played the Fort Wayne Spacemen. February 1st. Myers. The shot. Save made. Towards the net, Philippe Hall steers that aside. Preventure right there to pick the loose puck up. Lobs one into the neutral zone. Glove down by Jamison Rose. Onside play. Rose, sideswipe. We continue on. Cherokee bench incensed with the no call. Big hit thrown on the near side. Be careful if you're McAllister. Sharon broke the stick.
Of Aiden Sharon, yeah.
Taylor on ahead for Evangelista. Dumped in. Onsides play. Cameron Krause pokes one along. Krause down the ice. Knocked out of the air by Bunk. Bunk to the near side. Angled perfectly. McAllister back the other way. Fleming watching out for the loose gear on the ice. Redirected in. Zach Pachoyan, far side corner. Tries to jam one around. Cameron Krause picks up far side corner. Into a trio of Jets. And that loose puck picked up by Fleming. Swings one off the wall. Too far for Boderka. And icing called against Metro. 11:39 to go in the first overtime. Tied at 1. Sometimes that's all you can do, Matt Prayer, is breathe.
Yes, indeed. And the
Metro.
Jets wisely call a timeout. Not a bad idea. You get one a period in overtime. I mean, you're not going to pull the goalie or anything like that. So it's wise. You notice that line had been on the ice for well over a minute.
Smart play. This is the chess match as well.
And the 2 periods of play. Ontario Junior Reign up 2-1 in the Fresno Monsters.
That could throw a little wrench into things.
Good.
I'll tell you what, we will know a lot more the further this game goes.
Yes.
Certainly will know a lot more. 1-1 your score. Bobby Elise and AJ Zaccani, the goal scorers.
And in a sort of way, obviously the Jets and the Cherokee are enthralled with each other. But going back to the 2 wild cards and everything, the Cherokee and the Jets are kind of Ontario Junior Reign fans right now. Kind of.
Let's check out those power rankings. Oh, they're right in front of me.
You take out the Monsters.
Certainly.
They're kind of pseudo fans of the Reign right now.
Play back in action. Johnson couldn't get around Luska. Trevin Johnson to the point. Ingersoll, Lucidi, Hall the save. Loose puck. Monks a jam attempt. Paddled aside by Philippe Hall. Majeski on for Pivich. Dumps in. McGuire not playing the puck here in this one. Opportunity here, and Stone, the mishandle. Pivich, a quick turnaround shot. Glove down by McGuire. Looks like it was going wide, but he wanted to slow things down. 11-11. Lots of ones on the scoreboard. 11-11 left in overtime.
Yes,
Scores
indeed.
1-1.
There's an awful lot of ones.
It's 11-11. Make a wish, everybody.
Yes.
I know what I'm wishing for. I know what you're wishing for.
Yeah. I'm wishing for world peace.
Well, at this point, yeah. Fired around for Myers. Got a piece of it. Not going to matter. And icing. Myers touched it way over by the Jets bench. 11:02. Tied at 1. First overtime.
We know how intense it is up here in the Mick Gonzalez Memorial Broadcast booth. We know how intense it is for the players and the head coaches. How about the parents, too? Parents, family members here up and down the grandstands here at Team Toledo Ice House. They're feeling it just like we are.
I mean, you look at it, right? Like, everybody's got a role in this game, and you come and watch one of these games, and sometimes all you can do is just sit there. Glomboski picks it off, kicks one on ahead. Bobby Lease couldn't clear the zone. Jake Blum holds in. Blum, the shot. McGuire, the save. Big rebound. Out. Nolet carries on ahead. Nolet for Lease. Toe drag. Shot blocked. Another opportunity, and Hall got there with the right pad. Myers unable to settle it down. Look at that. We're getting 2 and 3 deep in the corners, Matt. This place is packed. If Toledo comes and wins this game in overtime, this building, the roof might blow off. Not because of the high winds. Dangerous there.
Oof.
McGuire off the glass on ahead. Nolet. One touch for Davis. The shot, and Hall the save. Davis driving hard to the net. Takes a slash from Blum, and Grant Libstaff quickly over to calm things down, saying, hey,
you don't want to be the reason I have to put someone in the box in overtime.
Woo!
Mention it, Jake Blum's uncle, former Detroit Red Wing John Blum, in attendance here today. Interesting footnote on Jake Blum. In his USPHL career, he has never scored a goal.
That was my thought on where you were going with that.
In his entire USPHL career.
Catalano in front, unable to connect with Davis. Machoyan slides one back in. Odd man rush for the Jets. Evangelista, Sharon to the net. Evangelista the shot. McGuire unable to get there. Davis into the corner. McGuire got taken out on the play.
Now it's by 2-2.
No stick from McGuire. Puck squirts out. Preventure, toe drag, shot, and scores. It's over. We'll see you for Game 3.
And we got a little bit of fisticuffs after the game here at the net. Gabe Outman and Jace Weimer.
Logan McGuire taken out on the play.
And to explain that a little bit, Zeke Fravor, both the Toledo Cherokee defensemen and Gabe Outman all went crashing in to goaltender Logan McGuire. The net never came off the moorings. The puck was still loose. Play resumed. And the MetroJets capitalize with the overtime game winner. And Zeke Fravor, we're going to see you here tomorrow at Team Toledo Ice House for Game 3 of the 2026 USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division Finals. My goodness, Zeke.
This is so similar to last year's division final.
Oh, for sure.
Toledo wins Game 1. Metro comes back, wins Game 2, wins Game 3. We'll see ya. Puck drop tomorrow at 2 o'clock here on Black Bear TV. Toledo Medal Finishing pregame show will be at 1:30.
Final shots on goal in overtime. The MetroJets with 5. Game total of 37. The Toledo Cherokee was 7. Game total of 45. Philippe Hall, 45 shots, 44 saves for the 20-year-old from Teleborg Sweden. Jaden Preventure, the overtime hero. The 19-year-old from Chesterfield, Michigan, has sent this game to its conclusion. And Zeke Fravor, we will see you tomorrow, my friend.
That we certainly will. If tomorrow's game is anything like tonight's game, bring extra heart pills. Final score here in this one, Jets 2, Cherokee 1 in overtime. Jets force a Game 3 tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock here at the Ice House. Toledo Medal Finishing pregame show at 1:30. Matt Preer, once again, we thank you for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will, my friend. Yes, you will. There's nothing. It's not Metro and Toledo without a Game 3 in the playoffs to decide it.
Ivan Signs, you want to toss those game notes away? We got to make new ones for tomorrow. Another series going to 3 games. Wherever you tuned in from here tonight, Matt Preer's ready. Zeke's got to go home and do some homework and let his manager know he will not be coming in tomorrow. Unfortunately.
I'm going to be missing the NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow.
But this is what you expect in a series like this. Game 2, much different than Game 1. Toledo fans stunned here tonight. Overtime winner, Jaden Preventure. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, indeed.
For Game 3. But thank you for tuning in here tonight on Black Bear TV. Final score, Jets 2, Cherokee 1 in overtime.